Oh, man, what a day. What a day. Hold up. Relax. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is a upper bracket final day. Oh, Luna, could we not tear my leg apart, please? Okay, you're staying down too. Not while I have food. I got Pizza Hut. I want to eat it here in a second. I just realized my hair is like all over the fucking place right now because we are officially in a blizzard now here in New York City, which, you know, fun day ahead. Fun day ahead of weather. Did not play a ranked game earlier today. Didn't have time for that. Had to work on Wednesday's video about franchising and get that prepped and get that done and get that posted. Well, uploaded. So that's officially good to go. Hey, those are my waters. Relax yourself. Relax yourself. I need a water too. Relax. 2 feet of snow coming to Boston. I mean, yeah, we're getting 2 feet here as well. So like it is a long week ahead, to say the least. But for those that watch the Olympics, it is a fun day, to say the least. America takes home gold. But for those wondering, and let me load this up here real quick. Where's Leo's tweet? All right, Leo, there we go. Let me scroll back to last week. Coordinating with his lanes, bot lane getting pushed out like okay. Let me add this text here. More than willing to drop a wave to be able to play to him. And the meta being heavily, I think, influenced by jungle more than ever, it has allowed that to be really good. Hang on, let me go. Yeah. And I'm gonna add a text. Inject a tiny little bit of doubt. Do it. Count down. So was it we're gonna add this. We're gonna add. Sure, we'll keep it aerial. The time to beat.
I think it's both. Yep. It's both, but the thing I really wanted to point out, especially
is
from
80-25.
Is you just see how well he's coordinating with his lanes as well, and I think that's important.
Yeah, and I also hear we have a little bit of cross-team ban.
Oh, we don't want that. We don't want that. Let's go color. There we go. Bang. We're gonna put this on the screen. 80-25 is the time to beat. They have to try and beat, in this series, 80 minutes and 25 seconds. And some of you might be asking, now, why, David, would you cheer for C9 in this particular series? That's because a good rival, similar to the US and Canada, okay? A good rival wants to take out their rival, okay? While we enjoy seeing the other team lose, okay, I personally having some sort of vested stake in your elimination, especially whenever only one team goes to first stand. So, I'm going to be pulling heavily for the winner of TL and Lion versus C9. And the Sentinels just doesn't feel right to me to eliminate C9 from the lock-in tournament. I'd rather it be TL or Lion, simply because that's what I predicted at the beginning of the split. So, I need C9 to blow Sentinels out of the water today. And then get their ass beat in finals by whoever makes it there after beating Sentinels next week. So I'm praying for the fastest best of 5 that this C9 squad has ever seen. Because I think it'll be fun and entertaining. I'm saying 3-0 across the board without question. Alright? And with that in mind, assuming it is a 3-0, then we get to the fun, which is the team that I want to beat them, beating them. That's what I want. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, then I entirely get it. Bro, I ordered barbecue sauce wings. They put barely any fucking sauce in here. Like, this is just chicken tenders with no sauce at all in it. Like, Jesus.
They could lose at any moment. Look at this.
The hell?
13-3 before losing to Fly.
Come on. What are we doing here, Pizza Hut?
split two, 15 and
No one
4,
outdoes the
6
hut.
and
My
0,
ass.
9 and 1, and they were
Didn't even
always
put barbecue
losing
sauce in here.
at some
Jesus.
point in the playoffs. Now, we don't
I know the
when
league
that
people
turned out to be.
you went against in
What we
flex
do know
today.
is that one,
Oh, wait, okay. Who are they?
4,
Because
5,
we
6,
noticed
0,
in that flex queue game that it was like, okay, what?
which to me is a
They all have
tremendous
OME, and it was like that. You know, it's not normal for everybody to have a tag there in some way, shape, or form.
in all of these splits.
I'm just gonna.
And then they let me down. So I'm just saying they haven't proved it until they win. In fact, I have an analogy that I think is better than just stats.
Okay.
This is what Cloud9 fans see.
Yeah.
But oftentimes, this is what's actually there.
And it looks so real.
And they just faceplant. So, will they faceplant today, next week, or will they make history?
All right, so what's your prediction? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Okay, what, Emily, what are your thoughts?
I'm going 3-0 C9.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
not bad.
I like
Not
seeing
bad.
all of our
You know what?
predictions. I feel like we're all going
So,
C9.
to be
That was
fair,
the Ole Miss
I
esports
still
team.
think C9
We
is
beat
a
Ole
long
Miss.
shot. So
Wait, why would they beat
yeah,
OME?
3-0, but you
I guess
just
Ole
can't-
Miss
I
esports.
don't
Interesting.
say it's gonna be free.
But they're like the APA.
It's so good.
Interesting.
So connected.
The mid-jungle synergy is real.
So you all just lied to me and made me feel like something's going to happen.
I didn't lie to you. I was always
Yeah, you need. I just.
Is that their starting collegiate squad,
Start the
or was
show.
that
Let's see the game.
is that just like one of their club teams? All right, good to see everybody's picking C9 3-0. Let me ask everybody here in chat on both TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Who you got? Who you got? What's the score? And if you're picking C9 3-0 over Sentinels, I need you to also answer whether you think that they are going to beat the record or not, which is set by themselves at 80-25. That is the mark to beat right here.
Welcome back to the LCS. It's the upper bracket.
And we got a Captain
finals
Flowers
today
cast.
at
Hell
Riot
yeah.
Games Arena, and the winner
Come
will
on.
earn themselves a spot in next Sunday's finals. First up, they've been in the spotlight all through lock-in.
C9 at 82
In the
minutes.
top
Hey,
power
something.
rankings To immediately showing why on the Rift. Now, they're potentially
Thank you for the
just
follow.
2 series away from first stand. Please welcome Cloud9. And their opponents, the new team on the block, looking to pull off the upset and avoid the chaos awaiting in the lower bracket, it's Sentinels.
Is he somehow getting a win? C9 throws the lead. I don't see C9 throwing a
Will the
lead today.
favorites
I
continue
really
their
don't.
winning ways, or will the underdogs pull off some upper bracket
I'll start a
magic?
prediction
the
in
LCS
chat.
starts right now as we are about to jump into this best of 5 to see who gets the fast
C9
pass, avoiding that
versus-
long gauntlet, that drawn-out battle next weekend.
I feels
Sen.
like so far this tournament.
All right, you
Cloud9
got
have
5
had a
minutes
fast pass. They're going to the
before
finish
draft.
line.
Get your
They
predictions
don't win
in.
in any lines. They're instantly on the ride. They're
Yep.
winning.
How
They're
do you think it's gonna
smashing
go?
Pushing all the
people.
little kids out of the way.
Exactly. It's like they definitely paid for the fast pass. And Cloud, I also saw, during your very good and dramatic intro, APA's giggling and like typing.
I also heard that
and stuff.
apparently
How
Sentinels
were
is
you?
going to be
That
like
was-
announcing
Yeah,
or
come
like
on,
their
man.
CEO is going to be talking
Cloud
about
was trying to hype
some
you
of the
guys
roster
up.
changes
Please,
happening for
what's going
Valorant.
But it is
Because
good
they
to
finished
see,
like dead
they,
last or
they're
some shit
definitely
in the
good
LCS Go
spirits.
stream today.
And there's been some back and forth, especially Impact with a lot of these players as well, with some light banter. So we'll see. I talked to Huhi right before, and he's like, yeah, Cloud9, they are
All right, come on,
at the
C9.
top. They deserve to be at the top, but
Beat your
we
record.
have cooked up some of our own secret weapons, maybe.
That's gonna be
So-
exciting to see. See if they can upset
Ooh,
everyone's
let me
predictions. Because I mean, across the board in the lounge, all
Everybody's
3-0
picking
is pretty much
3-0.
everyone I'm seeing talking
No,
about. this
if
online.
there's
You
anybody
go
not
Cloud9,
picking
yep,
3-0
they're
on
gonna
like
be
the official
guaranteed to win,
broadcast, you're
And
crazy.
then we'll have to see what happens after that. But there almost always are some upsets in playoffs, almost always. So it'll be exciting to see if
Almost
Sentinels
always?
can throw a wrench in the
Bruh,
gears.
I
of
don't think this
Cloud9's
is the
plans
time where
today.
we're getting
I
an
think
upset.
if all of the analysts agree on the same prediction and it's wrong, then we should have some sort of punishment.
Sure, I'm not an analyst.
All right, here we go.
I agree.
Some of those spicy chips left somewhere in the pantry around here.
And since we're bringing up
On
this
another day, I don't know if I'd be with you, but today,
since we're bringing this idea up live on air, I
Yeah.
think they're going to have to do it.
I think so too.
There you go.
All right, let's get into the draft here. The Ziggs
K Corp won game
respect
3, by
for
the way. They are
APA,
officially going to
remains
Barcelona.
Very much true. And the Thanatos respect for the Aurora here. He is a monster Aurora up there. Thanatos has some very specific champions, but he is very, very fearsome on all of them. You know, the Renekton.
That is true.
Type things.
Golden
also go
Glue
to
does
that
have an
bucket.
arrows
Rumble
number a
is
little
banned
bit.
here, so that takes one more off the top lane list.
Yeah, Rumble's banned away. The Orianna and the Varus are banned out. And critically,
Bring
Nico
Los
gets banned
Ratonas to
here,
North
so Ori's banned
America.
away,
Oh,
but
who
Azir
said that?
is not. Oftentimes, these get banned away in pairs.
Not me.
So I'm curious if that's going to
Definitely
be
not me.
Cloud9's first pick priority here.
I also really like the Nico ban, not just because it is a powerful support, because APA is also willing to play it, right? He's one of the only mid laners that is kind of playing it these days, so it is a little bit of a double ban. But Talia plus Pantheon, prime combo. Talia, I think, is APA's best champ these days, at least that we're seeing. him
Surprise,
actually be
surprise.
allowed to play.
Yeah, and Talia is a nullifier for Azir, so the Azir you're talking about, Flowers, it is a high priority, and even though APA has
Pantheon
this
through,
year and then at the
it
end
has
of
to be a
last year
Pantheon.
been a
I
lot
mean, I'd be
better
surprised if it
on
wasn't.
Azir than in the past, they still seem like they want to play this style where he is going to be on a mid lane champion that could really play for jungle. And so they are going to go for the Talia. Yeah, I would assume they're going Talia plus either Pantheon or
It won't
Fire
happen.
type
LR's
champions.
done.
Okay.
For Blabber, this is
It
an
just
important
is what it
takeaway
is.
from Thanatos, though. Stealing away the Ambessa, which could go to jungle for Hamba.
We haven't gotten the playoff impact
if
like narrative.
They don't want
I mean, if they
impact
win this,
on
then
the top
maybe.
carry champion,
But it's not
but
like
they
this is
don't
what I'm saying.
instantly. So
Impact's
it's not-
been good. He's not been
instantly revealed the first
fantastic.
pick is not really that flexible for this team.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is Renekton is up. It's one of Thanatos' best champs, and that's a really hard matchup, so I was going to be assuming that it probably would go jungle.
And you basically, if it's a full best of 5 fearless, you headshot 2 Thanatos
I mean-
champions in the first game is really
Bang,
good.
bang.
Take his Ambessa out, take his Renekton
Sure,
out,
you're
and we'll be
headshotting 2 of
permanently
his
banned for the
champions,
rest
but
of
you're
the
also
series.
giving
I think
over to
Nardo
Leah
seems like
Pantheon.
the obvious option. I think it's a really strong champ. It's a good answer into the Renekton, so that's kind of what I'm expecting to be
There it is.
locked in, and there it is.
3 of them out in the first game.
Yeah, we'll see though. You have
Why
to
are
be
we
able to
acting
last
like
long
Thanatos
enough
doesn't
in the
play,
series
like,
for this
9
to come into
champions?
play, but I do like this strategy, and we'll see how Hambach can perform in it. Because Hambach, to me, has had really good early games. He seems like a player who wants to take risks, and when they pay off, he looks amazing. When
Am
they
I
don't,
crazy?
sometimes the game snowballs the other way.
And I feel like having a Gnar, having a powerful side lane champion
Surely
feels
I'm
extra
not.
good when you have this Talia Pantheon combo. You guys mentioned Pantheon and Vi both
Ryze?
being great
Okay.
pairings. I personally like seeing Pantheon with Talia more because they both have the double super long range ultis. You can just make absolute chaos
It's
inside.
like we're acting like,
And
oh,
we
we're going to
actually
keep getting rid of his
discussed
champions.
a lot on the dive, but
How many champions can you
well
realistically
APA and
get
Blabber have been
get
playing
rid of?
together.
That
When
jersey
you
out there?
have point
Yeah,
and
Martin, sometimes you have to rip your
stun
enemy if you
set
want to
up
be the
side
one to
mix
wipe
up
them out.
combos, like these two can just wreck havoc. So going to be fairly difficult, I would think, for Darkwing Seer as far as the jungle pressure goes, because Pantheon early Pantheon ganks with flash point and click stun are going to be way more fearsome than Ambessa coming at you and just trying to
Those wings
you know,
hit
walk
well.
and dash in range here. So Blabber has been an absolute terror early on.
Fun
We'll
fact,
see if it does
Soundwave, I
continue.
don't have a
Bottom lane
Sentinels jersey.
priority, though. Lot of,
That is one of the few
bans
LC
coming
them
through here
and
towards some
Dignitas
of
are like the two that I don't have anything
like
for.
Nami and stuff. Lane priority definitely will be big.
It will, and that's
I
what I'm
have-
thinking about.
I have
we've been seeing
Shopify,
more,
I
Ash
have
Share coming around the
FlyQuest,
world,
I have
as
TL,
is
I have
up and
C9.
available. Of course, Sentinels will have
Who else am I
last
missing?
pick. So they are going to having the option to try to counter.
Lion, I don't, but I have like I have
some pretty
like
good
enough
engagement
stuff
on
like
the C9
Leo
side, so
stuff
they
in my
maybe are
closet that if I
less
wanted to, I could
needing
wrap
that.
them.
I do think Sentinels needs a go button, and Huki just like as a player for this team, it generally feels really important for him to be on engage. So I feel like they have less of an option to go towards the Enchanters, but obviously Cloud9 disagrees because they're double banning Enchanters.
Yeah, they really want to be able to get some lane priority for
You guys
themselves
have a tiny
on
bit of a
bottom
breadstick,
side of the
okay?
map. And it really does make a lot of sense
tiny bit of
because,
a
like
breadstick.
Flowers is saying, if you're running Talia and Pantheon for later in the game, you can make a lot of side lane plays, and you're assuming that Gnar is going to scale into being a good side lane threat as well in the hands of Thanatos. Seems like a safe bet there.
Luna.
But Bard is a really good one at kind of stuffing some of those plays. It covers a lot of these like side lane
Alright, now
bases,
leave me alone.
and some defensive Bard ults could go a long way.
Yeah, and it gives you a little bit more engage, right? You can set up then. You throw down the Bardol on Talia or whoever. Then
Fun
the
fact
Renekton
on the
and
way over
whatnot
here, I
come in to
saw a
follow
US
up on
Postal
that.
Service
Plus, it's That's
guy
a great denial from
or
Vulcan.
truck,
So I actually really like
basically
Sentinel's
bump into a
draft
dude on
priorities
a
in this first
moped.
game. You talked about it with Thanatos. I think they're doing the same thing with Vulcan. They're trying to target picks that are both good for them and denials.
It was
from
a
their
wild
opponents.
sequence of
We're
events.
going to get Yunara plus Lulu down on the bottom side, though. And it's going to be answered by
Corki.
Corki. So some pretty good laning power for Sentinels in the 2v2, but some really strong.
All right, so this feels like a very net neutral draft.
Yeah. And this is something
Talia
that,
Pantheon,
you know,
pretty
Ben
strong.
has been very aggressive
Lulu,
when
Yunara,
they've
pretty
run
strong.
this
Like
duo,
overall, I think this
constantly
like
jumping in,
team fighting feels like it
trying to
might
push out the
favor
AD carry
C9 a
from
little
mid
bit,
lane.
but then again,
So
I
think
also
the
like
mid game
Rise,
in
like
this
Corki,
first one
Rise,
is gonna
and
be
Bessa over Renekton is pretty
very
good.
impactful.
Okay.
Going to be really interesting to keep track of these sides.
I don't think it goes any particular way.
Having Realm Warp and Bard, and the other side having Talia Pantheon here. It's going to put a lot of emphasis as well on the top lane matchup. To see who is going to actually.
No, I have
get
not
the
picked
lead for
C9, but
individual
again,
top
like
laner
the
who can
Olympics,
actually have
sometimes
some
you
side
want
lane
Canada
pressure.
to win just so that you can wipe them out
Impact,
yourself.
Who's been having a better year this year than last year for sure? Can he hold up to Thanatos counterpick Gnar?
It's going to be exciting to see. I'm also really curious to see how C-Line's bot lane is going to
Send out skills.
I think they were great.
Yunara
overall
skills
in this
pretty
series
goddamn
against Fly.
hard.
Obviously, they dominated, but they did die in the 2v2 every single game. All 3 games, they died to Masu and Cryogen. Twice they died in 2v2.
Like, as
and
strong
then
as
once it
Corki
was
is,
a 2v1,
Yunara is
so
even
it's
stronger.
a little bit different, but did catch
Rise,
one
I
person
do
out and
agree.
were able to kill him, so have to be able to clean that up against what we're expecting to be a tougher opponent here today in Rahel and Huhi.
I mean, we heard in Kobe's interview.
Are we doing a timer?
During,
What have I told you?
During the lounge, that he's saying
We got
"All right,
the timer
everybody on
right here,
C9,
which actually
they've
let me-
got weapons. The rest of us are kind of fist fighting, but we think we're
We got the
developing some
timer
weapons
right
now
there.
of our own.
In
And if
between
that
games, we'll be able to
2v2
take a look.
Can be the secret weapon here in game 1. That's going to feel great, especially with all of these Thanatos picks being disabled in the top side for the rest of the series, like you guys are talking about. Runes popping up
All right,
on
come
your
on.
screen right now. Summoner's Spellbook for APA's Talia stands out to me in particular. I want to see how creative he can get. with
C9,
that.
I need you to
I
get
just
your
think
ass
it's great.
beat
To me,
so bad
it's
right
a
now.
really solid rune if you think it's just going to be a scaling
right, I need you
matchup.
to
know,
beat
you're
their
just
ass.
gonna
Sorry.
Be farming. You're not really going to be interacting that much. You can get a lot
Certain
of
ways
value
of
later
saying
on.
things
But
don't
we
come
talked about
natural,
it. You touched on
okay?
Kobe. Impact is
There's
having
nothing
a much
natural
better year.
about me cheering
Last year,
for
to me,
C9
was
in this
historically one
moment.
of his worst, if not his worst year ever in the LCS. He has been a top performer
But
for
I
such
need
a
them
long
to do it.
time. And it was so strange because it came off the back of the year before that, him winning an MVP and then going into this real slump. So he is back now. He's performing a lot better. And he is currently holding 2nd place for most assists all time, 1st place in the LCS. He has
Also, to
held
my
that
fellow
Blue
Canadian,
Shield by
or
quite
not
a
my
lot.
fellow, to
But
my
there's 2 other
Canadians
players
in
here
chat.
that are, you
I
know,
hope you're
hot on
having
his
a
tail, shall we
fantastic
say,
afternoon.
for that 2nd place in this series.
For no
including
particular
Vulcan,
reason, I just hope you're
2
having a
veterans of the
fantastic
scene.
afternoon.
Yeah, and when you look at the difference between Vulcan and Impact here, it's what, 59 assists? If you have a best of 5 that goes the full distance, that's entirely achievable. So we'll keep an eye on how those assists stack up as we go throughout the series. If anybody can steal someone else's position. Right now, though, at the beginning of our game number 1, he is going to take a little bit of
That's
punishment
what
down
matters to
here in
you?
that
Okay.
bottom lane
Yeah.
2v2 as Sven and Vulcan
Sure.
want to continue to control the wave.
Sure.
Of course, he has his little shrines. Junglers are pathing towards opposite directions here early on in this one.
Yeah, that's the big thing here. With the
Canadians aren't
Pantheon,
aggressive
especially
enough to
for
hurt me.
Blabber.
Relax.
What sort of early impact can he get? And that's why I really like that ward that they put super early on in the river. Sven and Vulcan now going kind of aggressive off the wave and trying to get something out of the bottom lane.
Dude, the
before
Halliburton
Pantheon
performance,
does come.
legitimately one of the single greatest
But
performances in a
the
hockey game of all time
early
ever.
wards here going to mean a lot too, because Blabber's got options for
Like,
bottom lane
legitimately
or
insane.
possibly trying to make a
I'd rather have Lulu
you know,
for late
stun
game all
play
day.
here towards Darkwings and see if they could get
No.
an early summoner spell.
No, you're not coming up.
Okay. Impact's got that wave crashing in topside, so control up
C9
there
did
for
not
him
tweet
means
a
that it
picture of
should
me
be
in the
easy
jersey.
enough for Hambach to guarantee
They did
that
not.
he has access to this topside scuttle crab here with those about to spawn.
There's
you can see
no-
the wave
you're
also being crashed
kidding me.
from the bottom
Hang
lane
on.
tier 1 there by Cloud9, so they've got that same control for Blabber on this bottom part of the map. And
I'm
it's
just
looking
trying to
like
enjoy a
we're not
breadstick,
gonna
man.
get any of the crazy early crab battles, and we'll just have to wait until the usual level 6 one.
Yeah, and Bessa want to path away from the Pantheon side and pushing bottom lane here. Both of them.
God damn
getting their
it.
Recalls off. You know, it's cold for
God
Yunara and
damn
it's
it,
here for
dude.
Corki. They're both fine with that.
I can't
Blabber
have
drops
3
off
moments
the
in
extra
peace.
Raptor ward.
I can't have 3
he did
freaking
pass
moments
through
of
over the
peace.
ward, so they know he's here, and they're not going to let him get the fairly efficient, little bit lazy recall off. But look at the Krug respawn timer. It's not.
C9, if you
super
lose
soon,
a single
and
game,
Hambach,
I'm taking this
since
off.
he did start Raptors, he's got the early Raptor.
I'm taking this
respawn.
shit off
This is
immediately.
a big issue. We just saw yesterday. Defending your second Raptors, can win you a whole game or lose a
God
whole game
damn it.
if you int over them. So,
You know, sometimes in life you just got to make a stand, you know?
Probably
And
not
for
at
junglers,
second
it's at the second Raptors.
I don't know if it's
I'm
worth
willing
the whole
to lose
game.
the whole series, end my career over these Raptors.
well, hey, you can
That's the
see
line I'm drawing.
the communication with your support is important as well. You know, who he,
AI
since they did have that
swap.
ward that was in the, river there to see it come in, they're like, hey, who he, get over here too. Just make sure we're going to protect these. And nobody wants to fight super early on, so it means Blabber will go into a regular top-down clear again because his was a little bit delayed, starting on the red buff. Means that he's not missing any time with the interrupt. You know, he got his second Krugs respawn basically as they respawned. Same thing here with Raptors, so he still remains efficient.
Yep, Hambach going to be feeling pretty happy, though. Had a really fast clear, got to do both the respawns of those little camps, and now is out on Wolves with a better buy, has the Tunneler. So
Understand
pretty
this
strong
is
right
like
now. And of course, when you do get
wanting
6 for Hambach, yes,
Canada
Canada can be difficult to lane against
to win
for
in
Renekton, especially
Yeah.
once he has
semis,
his steel
so
caps.
they-
You know, both of them are going to rush steel caps, let's be real. But the move speed becomes really, really difficult, and it's so easy when you're in Mininar then. Post 6, Renekton stuns, in comes the public
So the
execution, and you
US
can sometimes get that 100-0 play.
can
Got a
beat
little time here. When you
there.
do the Raptor starts,
As in
has a little
finals.
bit of extra time. He actually dropped his Gromp to make this play,
I
though.
want
So Impact wants to
C9.
dive. Level 6 for Nectin here.
as the
Look at that
final
Narbar.
play.
Thanatos is charging it up. Hambach in the area. And Rise Realm
Oh.
Warp will be 3.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Here we go.
Thanatos is already in Mega Gnar. He slams Impact into the wall, but the
Bye,
burst damage
Thanatos.
comes
Uh-oh.
down. The final
Uh-oh,
turret
maybe
shot
this is gonna
can't
become a
fire,
hate
and
watch.
Sentinels draw
Uh-oh,
first blood.
maybe.
Really
Hold
well
up.
played there. I didn't think they were going to be able to pull that off until I see Darkwing's Realm Warping in. The 2v1 dive would have been really risky, but Impact gets out without even having to flash. That is a big win. And Darkwing's, you know, nice move from him. Yes, he's going to lose a plate.
There we
Yes,
go.
they're going to lose the Dragon, so there is a cost
Okay.
to that. But that is a great play.
Yeah, and they called it really early on. You could tell he was like, Hambach, drop your Gromp right now. Get over here. We're going for the dive. Realm Warp. The mini-map does show what is being taken by Cloud9 on the opposite side. But also remember First Blood. So it would have been bad if the counter kill went over, because then you
I
lose
hate
your
how
mid
much this
turret
is
plate, and you
Sean
lose
asked in
Dragon as
YouTube
well.
chat.
But remember, the First Blood extra bonus is
Am I
back
rooting
in
for
the game,
C9 or
so you get
FlyQuest
that
this year?
extra boost of
I'm
gold on top
between
of it.
TL
It's a
and
small thing,
FlyQuest
but honestly,
personally,
watching
between
the
my
replay
two.
back, I think if Thanatos angled his Gnar ult differently and actually pulled
And
it back towards
I
the tower
want-
instead of towards
I
the
wanted
wall,
the
straight into the wall,
FlyQuest to
yeah,
win
I think he
yesterday.
might have been able to
Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, public execution
Oh
here in the
my
mid lane,
God.
and
Hold
Hambach's
up.
not done. The
Hold up.
jungler is off to a flying start here. 2-0
Wait a minute.
on the Mbessa.
Hambach always
Something
likes
ain't
to
right.
get active pretty
Wait a minute.
early on, and it's successfully active. Immediately
Uh-oh,
using the
Hambach's
ultimate as soon
2-0.
as you get it, always
Where's
feels
Blabber
so
at?
good.
Nowhere to
They
be found.
Put it on
Uh-oh.
cooldown, make use of it the next time for your
Oh,
next
this is gonna be a
play.
fun. This is
He
gonna
does
turn
invest
into a
the
very
double
fun
flash.
hate watch
It
here
is
in a minute.
Darkwing's flash and Hambach's flash to make that play, but it is beautiful. The synergy right there between
This is going to be so
and
much
it
fun
looks
here in a
like,
minute.
you know, the communication where I interviewed Huhi before, and he's like, well, we're 70% Korean right now.
That's the 30, baby.
Darkwings was locked in. They're like, all right, we're both flashing for this play.
Yep.
I'm going to set it up.
That's it.
Boom,
There we
CC
go.
chain, and they get their target. They kill off APA.
You should go with Sentinels.
Sentinels
I'm not going
here
with Sentinels. It's
showing
just
some of the
I
weaponry
do
they were
like Rob
talking about.
in terms
I
of
mean, this is
the
just
public
really nice. It's
perception
pretty
that
simple play,
I've
but
seen of
flash,
him.
Room prison,
but
lens stun, then flash, public
I'll be
execution,
honest,
follow it up. We talked
I
about how you can do that
don't
with
know. They got
Renekton. Obviously,
Tarek,
you
they
can
got
do that
Double
with
Lift. It's
Rise
just
here
one of those
as
where like I
well.
don't
So,
personally
nice
find
play
a
from Hambach,
culture
and
fit
he's sitting on
myself
a ton of gold.
with the
He is
team.
still
So
being
it's
so efficient,
unfortunately not.
re-clearing all his camps for bases. He's going to be on over
Not-
1,800
not in
gold,
my
so
future.
he's got a full item when he actually goes back to base here, pretty much, and he is going to be really tough to deal with. This champion scales incredibly well.
Look,
I think,
this
in
is
the
a
jungle,
win-win situation
and,
for me either
because
way.
there is
Either
such
they
good
lose
setup
now,
from the Bard, from the
or
Rise, from the Renekton. He is in a good
TL
position
relying
to
is
have
to
a great
beat
game.
their ass anyways.
I mean,
So it's a
generally,
win-win.
You're expecting the Pantheon with the point and click, you know, early levels to, you know, have some sort of openings, but Cloud9 have also
Would I
been
rather play them
focused
in finals?
on
Yes,
the objective,
obviously.
So they did get
But
their Dragon was one of the payments there. And APA at least knocked off the mid turret plate, the first one.
Come
Those
on.
baby turrets plates are pretty easy to take, and of course Sentinels also got their one after the dive up here. So
we
we'll
might
see about the
legitimately have to bring up the whole
ramifications of that
Impact
play
playoff
afterwards.
buff
Impact
conversation if he
seems
does
to
get the
be
better
doing
of Thanatos
quite
this
well,
series. Like it might actually be
in
a
the
problem.
early stages, and it does set them up for the Grubs take. So Hambach feeling quite good on those Grubs. Doesn't look like there's going to be anyone contesting him. And they've told the bottom lane, hey, you're weak side right now. Try and play safe.
Okay, you can see APA and Blabber moving into the enemy jungle, though, thinking about using that Talia.
When do I plan to choose my team? After finals.
Make something happen. We do have the wave
After finals, I'm gonna
cracked
start
into
putting
bottom lanes here
the
once
ball
you're
in
here by
motion.
C9, but there's no move
Well, not
from
after,
the
like
mid-jungle.
the week after, I'm gonna officially like
Humbug backed off
sit
after
down,
one, so you just wanna take
map
one
out the
really
choice,
quick fight,
finalize
back off,
the
and he
content
got
plan
enough
that I
money
want to do
there
for the
to
rollout,
buy
and that's
his
about it.
Spear of Sojin. Sojin rush for the Ambessa. So first item completed very early on here for the 2-kill Ambessa. There's tons of wards though. Whenever you kind of leave that bottom side of the map, you know when you're retaking this area, you see all these Cloud9 wards.
Oh, yeah.
And Hambach knows it. Yes, we just left this area unattended, so there's going to be plenty of vision here.
Yeah, it's kind of just a line of wards all through. So well done there by C9. Of course, you know, they moved in on the bot side, as you're saying. That's kind of that price that you do pay. Sven and Vulcan farming well. You do have a slight advantage, but of course you're going to be pretty happy about that when you are playing the Lulu Yunara. You know, less laning power here.
Okay.
Okay.
On the top side, looking to find the kill onto Impact. Thanatos already hits him with the Mega Gnar. They don't have
Impact
quite enough
lives.
damage, though. Impact with the
Okay,
flash
hold
away
up.
stays alive.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, good defensive play from Impact, you know.
Need to bring your wife
early
for your
as you
decision.
saw the aggressive
I mean, I've talked to her
positioning
privately, but
from
she's not going to be the
Thanatos
one
and
conducting the
Mega Gnar
interview.
walking at him, and then he's able to use his flash after Blabber had to use his for the engage. So it is a 1-for-1 on summoner spell trade, and
Is it really just?
Really,
Yeah, it's really
Impact is
just between TL
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Fly.
it's 1-for-1 on that, but
It's between
the
those two.
cost to me, the biggest cost is the Pantheon ult is such a long cooldown. It's nearly a 3-minute cooldown early game.
Yeah.
So when I see my Pantheon jungle hasn't been able to find anything on the other side, you have 2-0 Ambessa, and then you use your first ult, and you get nothing from that
Renekton
either.
stopped the
Like,
back,
that
too.
hurts because
Good
you
tempo.
know, Blabber's not going to have much playmaking now until, you know, really after this next dragon fight would already be done, so they're not going to contest
See, this
it.
is
It's just gonna be a
interesting.
dragon take on the bot side for the Ambessa.
I did not
And
anticipate
again, now
Hambach being
they're
able
the
to
ones
have
with the
this
deep
good of an
wards,
early
because
game.
Topside play was Cloud9's. They show junglers, so not only
I know who
is your
I'm.
Pantheon
I know.
ult,
I already
as
know who
well
I'm going to
as
have
your
interview
Pantheon
me.
flash,
I just have to
but,
schedule
it gives
the date
vision of
on
your
when we're going
jungler
to set
and
everything up.
allowed Hambach and Sentinels to move into the blue quadrant. They're the ones with the deep wards now. They're the ones with the dragon take.
And gentlemen, we get to have the Hex Rift for our first game in this best of 5. The most chaotic of the rifts, the one that allows the fastest playmaking, the fastest responses.
Still a 1,000
I
gold
wanna
lead
see if
after 11
Sentinels
minutes, which
are
has
up
been
to
the same
task
thing
of
that it was
using that to
previously.
continue trying to
CS
accelerate the
lead in
game.
top
Hambach
side,
had
a little
great
bit.
first couple of
Mid
plays,
lane's even.
but things have been pretty quiet afterwards.
Honestly,
Even CS bot
I
side.
actually like it. Usually I'm like, oh, quiet, you know,
We're getting
I'm getting a little bored.
No,
But
I'm
I
just setting
really
up a
like it because
LeBron
we've had
James
so many
choice
blowouts
style
so far
interview
this week. We had
for
back-to-back
the reveal.
3-0s, and this one is looking very competitive
And
here,
right
at least in
as
the early
MK said.
stages. Huhi has been able to slip in for a lane gank.
Okay.
Oh, just barely couldn't get range actually for the stun.
Tragic.
And, that's going to give some freedom to make a play on the bot side for Blabber.
Wait, are they
They're
still gonna
sending
go for
4
this?
top now. They're looking to just try to re-dive Thanatos.
Nah, never mind. They
want
can't.
Thanatos, but he's already turned into
Oh, they kinda
Mega
have
Gnar,
to
and
now.
he's stopping the
If
wave
C9's gonna be here, you
before it
kinda
ever
have
hits
to force the
turret,
play.
So there's
Oh,
nothing
they're
here
not
to
going
set
to.
this up, and Sentinels are going to send all that manpower up there. It's for
Surprise
nothing
Travis?
so
No, it
far.
wouldn't be
That was
Travis.
5 top.
And
Travis
that
was never a
resulted in
team guy. He
1.2K
can't relate
gold
to
lead now,
the
for
questions I
Sven
want asked
individually.
and the things I want
Look at
said.
this Yunara just decimating the bottom tower here. Cloud9, they still have Blabber. They can go for a dive or try and get first tower. They've got 4.
Yep,
There's
they're
no
bringing
way Impact
everybody
lives
down
this,
here.
right?
Impact has already popped the dominance, trying to clear the wave out of the way and stop this from going down. But
Jesus
no, it's
Christ.
C9 finally finding their first kill of the game. 12 minutes in, they make the 4-man dive happen.
Relax.
It just kind of fell off there for Sentinels. They way overcommitted to that topside play. They were too slow to actually execute on it. You send 5 top, Thanatos clears the wave, so he's not even
I mean, they
losing
should be able
anything
to.
before he
Are they gonna
bases.
get top
And
tower
on the
now?
bot side, Sven is farming plates. They
I don't
make the
know.
dive happen down there. Sven is now 1.7k up, and Sentinels went from 1,000
This is a
gold
2K
lead
gold
to
swing,
a
by the way.
600 gold deficit in a matter of a minute, 2 minutes, and now the tower's going to fall as
it's a
well.
one. Oh my
This
god.
game is already getting out of hand. Sven is going to be such a problem.
Okay,
He's
well-
gonna base with, let's see, 2,500 gold. in
Azale,
pocket.
let's relax a
First
little
tower
bit. It's
bonus
not getting
is
out of it.
really
You didn't
good
say it
for
was
the
out of
top
hand when it
lane.
was
And
1,000
on
gold
top
ahead
side,
for Hambach.
Being that
We
much
d-
slower
It's
really
not
does
out of
have a
hand
big
whenever
effect
it's
in the
1,000
extra
gold ahead
kill
for
into
C9.
Sven's
Let's
pockets as
relax. All right.
I mean,
They got
Yunara-
first tower.
Yunara is an AD carry
Come on.
champion that can certainly carry against short-range clumps of champions very, very heavily.
Especially with Lulu in her back pocket, that is frightening for Sentinels to try to assassinate this high-value target.
I mean, that bot lane leads a lot, but I've seen Sven get caught out
Yeah,
a
he
billion times.
one-shots
So
it already, his ult is going to be insane. Yunara ult here is going to be the biggest cooldown.
I mean, I get it because
you
Yunara's
have to play
fed,
around.
but at
I
the
always
same
feel
time,
like
all it
it's
takes
so
is
difficult
one
when
dive
you
to
have a
kill
team
her,
comp
and
like this.
voila, problem
Impact
solved.
is going to be pushing Thanatos back, but he should be fine. Because clearly now, Yunara is so fed that Sentinels basically can't win fights unless you kill Yunara first, right? So that is now your goal.
Which they
But then
can
you look
do.
around him,
You can
and
just
you're
full
having to go
send it
through
to her.
Pantheon, through the unraveled earth of the Taliyah with all these champions that want to dash in and get on top of him, and then through the Lulu shields and the polymorph and the barrier, and like there's so many tools that it is really, really rough
I mean,
now
it
for Sentinels
hurts,
to have
but, like,
allowed Sven to get this
Yunara's
fed,
still killable. Look,
because there's a
I've
lot of
thrown
tools that you're gonna have to
3,000
deal
gold
with to
leads.
even
I'm
try to get
sure
access
Sven
to it.
could throw 1,000. It's
A
fine.
little bit of pathing. I'm just trying to watch because everybody's hanging out in this like southern quadrant.
Is
of the
Sven
map,
me?
and I
Well,
want
we're
to see if
similar in
they
height.
wanna
Oh,
make-
Huhi.
He's the one finding himself in danger. Arc of Ruin plus the Wild Growth. It's Vulcan taking the kill, but C9's bottom
Okay,
lane.
well,
They're showing us what
if you
this
do
far
that,
may
it's going to make
be.
it tough.
You can just feel it. Sven's like, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong. I want to use it. And as soon as he sees any target and Huhi even being close to the
Okay,
brush,
so
he
we're not
immediately
going to
jumps
do
the
that
wall,
again.
destroys him.
If we're
Fiend Hunter
Sentinels.
bolts on display there. You saw how quickly he was able to burst him down. Plus, it gives you ultimate ability haste, so it'll be back up again for another play, and they should have control of the next dragon here. You would assume.
Oh, I didn't even see he's got
for
2 full
Cloud9.
items and he hasn't even
Yeah, the
back.
Yunara ulti is
Oh,
already
no.
halfway
Is
off
he about to
cooldown.
buy
That
IE?
thing is coming back around real fast.
Yeah, it is really a quick cooldown here. Sentinel's going to try to make a fast play. While it is still on cooldown,
What
though,
component
he's
is he
trying to grab
going
the
for
Herald.
next?
You can see it is the Ardent Sensor Rush for Vulcan. So he's just saying, you know what? It is all about Sven. Just get all of the buff items for Sven. You already have the additional attack speed. Obviously, you're giving him from the Whimsy if you're using that offensively.
Oh, he
plus
hasn't
the
finished
Ardent
his boots. He's
Sensor
going to go
on
armor
hit
boots.
damage as well as the attack speed there, and that is just
Honestly,
amplifying
that
him
makes
much
sense.
further.
And as long as Sven can get peeled by both the Lulu and the Taliyah, it makes it incredibly hard for Ambessa. If you have a rock field in front of you, you just have to back off. You have to like walk away. No way he's gonna be able to fight over it. So,
Okay.
like
this is
you've
getting...
been saying, like Sven has a lot of stuff around him that also makes it easy to play. Double summoner spells, lots of setup from his teammates. Here comes that dragon we're talking about. Cloud9,
Oh boy,
they've got
big
the
fight.
control wards really early, so they also have vision advantage and early positioning.
Yep, and the Wild Growth is just about ready to go again here for the Lulu.
Okay.
The fight's already going to start, and it's a lot of damage onto Hambach. The Fed Ambassador about to get bursted down. Polymorphed, and Thanatos takes the kill. Now Impact's going
Oh
to
my
try
God,
to get away,
Sven
but
just
Sven is
smurfed that.
on the hunt. APA rides the Weaver's Wall, and Rahel barely
All right, we're back on
escapes.
track for record
C9
pace, baby.
finds 2 kills
Record
very
pace game.
easily
Come on.
and go to claim
Come
that
on,
prize.
C9.
Yeah, I mean, Hambach is
There we go.
in there
Smash him into
almost
oblivion.
Alone. Over the rocks, just gets destroyed very quickly. Even like who
Quickest series ever. Come on.
Buy some time. Maybe
We're
they
back
could
off the
think of
hate
a way to
watch.
get
We're
him
into
out of
whatever
there
the
afterwards,
fuck this
but
is.
Unsuccessful, and Cloud9 very quickly making it look like, no, this is going to be a
It might be
one-sided
boring,
affair
but we are on a
here,
clock here,
because of
folks.
The vision advantage in that side brush.
The goal is to
Vision
beat
advantage
the
comes through.
80-minute
Bardal
timer.
just to, give you some time to think about what you've done. Think about your mistakes in life. Wonder how you got
Bro,
there.
that flash into the
Sven's gonna
W,
clear it up.
clean. It was like a set
They
W.
are just crushing through this fight, and now the game is really out of control.
And this is the
Okay,
thing.
3.2K
With
gold lead.
Cloud9's success,
Oh, and
as it
Rahel's dead.
continues,
Oh my
this-
God.
This tournament, what has really been on the biggest display, because
This
yeah, you know, a lot
is
of these guys are really
disgusting.
good individual players, but their team synergy and the way they pull off really quick snap plays has been what has really
All right, come on, get this
rewarded
mid tower.
team. A lot of them have been through
Getting
the
this mid tower
mid-game,
early
hasn't
would be
been just
big.
like, oh, we're crushing all the
No
lanes
way.
from the very
No
beginning.
way. Oh, he nearly had him. He didn't even pop ult.
Kill there underneath the tier 1
If he
turret.
would have popped
Healthy
ult, he might have
amount
killed
of
him.
Worry, and Thanatos now trying to get away as Mininar will have to flash, but Cloud9's synergy has been on display, and you know this is one of the things that people thought as we take a look at the Pantheon.
Oh my God, why was Rahel so
started
far
it
up?
all.
Pretty simple Pantheon all. You know, they
Yeah,
knew
he-
that Corki had no flash, so he gets in behind him.
Uh-oh.
Let's
Okay,
see now.
they're making a play.
Hambach going towards the enemy jungle. They still want to try to make this move onto Thanatos, who does have his Gnar bar charged. The turret is disabled
This
there.
has the
by
potential to
Bard
be
ulti,
disastrous.
But now the stun
Oh
underneath
my
with
God.
Mega Gnar to follow it up, but no, he's still all alone.
Nope,
Thanatos
still
will
fine.
fall. Sentinels doesn't lose anybody, and they're going to try to force down this tier 1
That's
turret.
fine. C9 got mid tower.
He goes down towards bot side, forces a flash from Thanatos, and then just sets up the redive.
And
Turn
look,
off the
an
tower.
average
Thanatos
game
really
time of
couldn't have played it
25
any
minutes is
better,
enough to
but
end this.
Huhi's tanking the tower at max range.
So still 7 minutes,
nothing
and
he
they're
can do to
pushing
knock him
ahead.
down.
Perfectly
Darkwings
fine.
Is getting punished a little bit here by Sven, who's just, I mean, Sentinels knows they can't fight around Sven. They have to just try to go elsewhere, try to get picks in the side lanes, hope that you can buy some time for someone to catch up.
What's up? Nothing's
Sven
up.
is basically the whole lead. Like, he's
Baron's
3K
not even up for a
ahead
minute 25
individually,
seconds. Still fine.
And that is ridiculous at this
Keep
point
pushing.
in the game. Sitting on almost 1,200 gold. So
Manage your
almost has
waves.
his
Make
BF,
sure
and
whenever we go
that
in for
means
these
he is
kills, we have a
closing
wave
in on
crashing
that
with us that we
infinity
can take a
edge
tower or
where
take an objective
Rahel
for it.
is miles away from anything resembling that.
Sven going to do
so I
one
think
more
that
wave.
You're going to have to try and continue to make some side lane plays here for Sentinels. You want to try and get your way back into this, you know, get split push on some of these side lanes going and see if you can make
go
some
ahead and
sort
take
of
your back.
roam or realm warp over to the other side. Huhi's Bard ultimate is still on cooldown from the previous play, but next time it is up, there's no flash on Yunara. And it makes it difficult because her ultimate, she can just
she
instantly go
did
for
not
another
have
dash
enough for
anyway.
IE. Interesting.
But
Okay.
maybe they can do something there while the
All right, here we go.
flash
Try and take
is
this
down.
Baron on
He's
spawn.
A little bit more vulnerable.
You are so far
Sentinels
ahead,
do
you should
have
be
some
forcing
power
a fight.
spikes on the horizon, but it is still a little ways away. You can see the stacking
push out
items
this
are all
mid-wave,
still in the
26
process of
seconds, get some
stacking,
vision down.
Right, the Muramana not quite there yet. The Manamune only 3/4 of the
And
way
then go
stacked
for it.
Rahel. Meanwhile, in Darkwing's inventory, still needs 3 more stacks on Rod of Ages. Just about has the Seraph's Embrace fully evolved though, and once they hit those power spikes, that might be
There
the
we
green
go.
light that they need
Fine.
to feel like,
All right,
hey,
Baron's
we
up.
can make a bigger move.
Yeah. And while the Yunara gets the spotlight, the Lulu is a really problematic one because on the
Okay,
side
we're
of
going towards
Sentinels,
spot
your fed
side for
person
whatever
is
reason.
Your melee jungle carry, but Lulu just makes melee carries life's hell. It's so annoying to play into this champion. And so we're going to go
Oh,
for
that's a
another
pick
pick
on
from the
impact,
side of
possibly.
C9 here, Blabber Olsen.
Yep.
Wow, they
Bye-bye.
are full sending it after impact here. Originally, I thought they might not be able to get it. And I was
no.
right. Thanatos' first
Not good.
boomerang, just
Not
barely
good.
missing impact is the difference between C9 finding that kill or not.
And they're summoning Herald topside, so we'll see if they can actually get this full tower. Looks like they can, so that's something nice for Sentinels. They survived the play here, and they're at least getting something back on the top side. Going to be able to realm warp out. I didn't know you could realm warp the Herald, actually.
Okay, wait a minute. They might have just realm warped themselves to their deaths.
Darkwing is
That's
in some
hilarious.
danger. He's got to try to get out of
Never
there.
mind.
His polymorph, but luckily he does have the ghost to get himself all the way out alongside the phase rush. So C9's not going to get a kill there, but they do force the summoner spells out of the rise.
I was hoping we were going to see the teleport car crash play, where you teleport the Herald in and immediately like run
We
someone
got
over.
4 minutes to end
but,
this to set a good
not
pace.
quite there. Too close to a wall.
Not going to be able to make it happen, but still, nice play from them. And I guess we're going to get the replay.
I mean,
of
technically
Realm
you could
Warp.
go
It's
over, 'cause
facing
you-
up right now, and then it goes right next to the wall. So I assume it's like instantly donked. Yeah.
Yeah, it just immediately bangs into the wall. All right.
Scientific term.
Yeah.
Dunk.
Interesting.
I hate it when I donk my car into the
Yeah.
wall.
Who he did say Cloud9 are the ones that are like scientists, and then we are the ones that are just going to throw our fists at them, let our fists do the talking.
Thanatos?
Okay.
All right, they're trying to make a play onto Thanatos here, and as soon as Hambach shows up, that
Oh,
might be
he
what
got
they
out
need,
of
but
it.
Tempered Fate does not catch the Gnar. Thanatos
It's not
now
like it
back
makes
into
any
mini
bit of a
form
difference
as
here.
Hambach has made his way into the fight. C9, meanwhile, are going to secure the Drake
Okay.
for themselves, but it does cost their top lane.
C9 get the
Yeah,
Drake,
Cloud9
you can
gotta be
push
careful. They
mid. Come
give
on.
away too many of these plays on
Get this
side
tower.
lanes. That gold can add up. Currently, though, they're still fairly
Yep,
confident
there we
with
go.
their mid push.
Push that
But
tower.
look at the side lanes. Renekton's still pushing bottom, so it's kind of closing in around them. Sentinels will be able to get the Scuttle Crab by Baron. Can they use it as a bait? I don't think they actually want to start it much, but would rather like bait and see if anyone comes to check for C9s. Cloud9 not going to unnecessarily put anyone at risk, though.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
so
full
dangerous
IE
for
on Sven.
Sentinels to go close to Sven with that Infinity Edge completed, with the Fiend Hunter bolts. Those first 3 shots are just high
Are they gonna force
caliber
this? No,
hits,
okay.
Probably
man.
die in the first 3 shots.
Yeah, the first 3. If you're
I
not,
would.
if you're not
Okay.
Impact or
Fine.
maybe Hambach, you just kind of die to it
would die.
instantly. It's really, really
When
strong.
is the America's Cup?
Yunara
The
has to
America's Cup will
respected
be in
now
2
more than
weeks.
ever.
So
And the
next
problem
week is
it's
LCS
4 minutes
finals,
from now,
like
but
LEC
Sentinels
finals.
must
It's
answer
immediately the
Drake.
week after,
Cloud9
like
now
3 or
on
4
sole
days after
point,
you fly
and
out.
this is why it's so difficult to deal with compositions like
think
this
it's like
Yunara
March
that has all this protection, because now Cloud9 is just
starts.
going to show up as 5 and say, all right, you have to fight Yunara now. You have no choice.
So Cloud9, a lot of things going well for them. Something not going as well for them is Thanatos has been really wanting a player of the game. He was talking on the Cloud9 podcast. You know, he was saying how they need to stop winning so early because he
Kind of
can't
is,
actually
Charm.
get MVP, can't get player of the game. And then Thanatos himself was saying, you know, in their last series, Game 3, if it went long, he was going to 1v9, he was going to win it. But unfortunately, it did not go
23-minute
long.
mark.
They closed it out too quick, and they were kind of joking back and forth. This was a podcast with an arrow as well as Vulcan. Vulcan was saying, okay, don't worry.
Just
If we're-
need
if we're about to
one
get a kill
good
next
Baron
game,
push and end
we're
it
gonna,
here.
We're going to back off so you can have more time to 1v9. So we decided
It's weird
we were
that
gonna
this gold
track
lead is stalling out
who
like
is
this.
on the race towards player of the game, Kobe. So
I think this game.
it's not looking good for Thanatos. I would say we have someone out to an obvious early lead. Want to give us the marker of where he is? How close is he to the
Sven
finish
is like
line?
at least halfway right now. He's like all the way out to here. Thanatos, I mean, it's not that close to
He's
30
driving
minutes.
the wrong way.
So maybe he
This is
makes
an
some
insane
more,
graphic, by the way.
gains later on. But
I love this.
I think Sven is.
Sven is out to the early lead.
Yeah,
AP's
I
been
would
having
say,
a
I
good
would say
game.
Vulcan also. You know, he's part of that.
Gotta give credit to the Lulu.
W's.
Credit to the Lulu.
He maxed W this game.
Yunara wouldn't be who she is without the Lulu.
I love
every,
this segment.
Every good Yunara
That is
has a
so
Lulu
funny.
right beside them.
All right, we'll see if Thanatos can have his 1v9 mega moment, but it's going to be hard to outpace this Yunara, man.
Yeah, to be fair, we're 24 and a half minutes. So he's got some. They told him we'll give you to
Slow
30.
down.
We'll give you to 30 minutes.
Okay.
We don't
Some
want
pentacles or
30
something,
minutes.
though, to catch up.
Yeah, some.
A couple.
We need an
Wesley
average
Vulcan
game
also,
time.
not too
If
surprising,
it's going to
but
be
you were
under
talking
80
about how
minutes, it's
annoying
what,
it is to play as a melee carry
23?
against Lulu. He did go
Ish,
W
like
max this
20
game, so he went
23,
1 point Q,
33.
3 points E, and then just
Or no,
full
that's
5
wrong.
points into the W. So
That'd be
that
70
polymorph
minutes.
is going to be
80
that much
minutes would be
more
what,
frustrating.
20?
It really is so difficult to deal with. I mean, you fly in
26,
there.
30,
There's
26,
no other
like
way to play
70.
the fight. You have to go into the back line as Mbessa.
Average
or
game
you
time, like
immediately
26.
are gonna
Okay,
get
yeah,
polymorphed and
26.
wild growth.
Thanks.
O's going in, trying to find the Pantheon, but Blabber
Okay,
blocks
wait a
all the
minute.
damage. Flashing away, trying to stay safe, getting the other side of the unraveled Earth.
Uh-oh. Gunar's able to open up.
Darkwings, defensive flash.
Now wait, that's a kill.
Wild growth here on the front line. APA tries to scatter. Sven looking for the damage, trying to find who he gets one kill.
Oh my
Goes in,
God,
Sven
Sven
again
lives with
kill.
1 health.
The pocket Lulu is there for the save. It's a triple kill for Sven's Yunara. Impact
Oh
will fall
my
now as
God,
well.
he lived with
The fight
1
was
health.
So close at the start, but C9 comes out on top.
That's why I put Vulcan up there in the race. He flashed over the wall to get there when Sven dashes in for the 1v3 at the end.
Yeah, Sven just kind of biding his time. Blabber, it looks like, is going to be in some trouble. They're able to focus him down, but watch Sven right here. He finds his time, flashes forward. As Rahel was moving up, he was focusing him down, and then as he bounced back, just flashes in. And
I
Vulcan
cannot
follows.
believe
And
he
I'm
won
pretty
that.
sure he just dodged the Mbessa ult with the same move. He dodges the Mbessa ult and gets into their faces.
That's
and then,
so wild.
The Lulu flashes in to support the play. Like, that was quite good. For Cloud9.
C9 looking strong after that one. 5,000 gold lead after they take the fight. Hambach is still the only one on the Sentinel side with an individual lead for himself, but Sven is up 5,000 gold on Rahel.
All right, Adele, what's our update?
1,000 gold
He's
on
getting
her health.
pretty close to the finish line. It's going to take a miraculous comeback.
Okay, whoever
We're
swapped it
still
to
there
the
with
arrow
him.
graphic, even better.
He's there too.
Dude, yeah.
He's saying, good job, buddy. You can do it.
Did Thanatos get, like,
The gold lead
shorter,
is
or is it the same?
5.4K.
Okay, cool.
It's not this game.
Hey, it's a best of 5. He'll have
Valiant
plenty of
effort.
chances to get his,
4.9K.
his
Okay, yeah,
player
so
of
pretty
the game
much
here. But
almost
Sven
all of
does
it.
now have Lord Dominic's regards as well.
How is
Here on
Darkwings
the
half
Yunara.
health already?
Sentinels
What
thinking
happened?
about how they're going to try to position and play this. Remember, the Drake is now alive. This is the Hex Tech Soul if
Look,
C9 can secure
in
it.
these fights,
The
if you just
Sentinels are
defend
trying to
Darkwings, he
make
might be able to do
a
enough
gambit
damage.
for the Baron instead. C9 trying to answer as Thanatos zones impact away. APA and Vulcan on the approach.
That's
It's
a
all
terrible
about
idea
Sven.
for Sen.
Uhi wrapping around the back
Terrible
of the pit,
idea.
just trying to keep an eye on how C9 are positioning. Hambach has lost half his HP.
Meanwhile,
and Darkwings has
you
nearly
lost
done the
half your
same.
HP and you just
I
gave
like
up a
the camera we
dragon.
have on Sven
Like,
right
what
there.
do we,
He's doing a
huh?
lot of talking, especially for an AD carry. But when you are the center
Usually
and
they
you
only
know
click.
it, yeah, exactly. But when you are the center, you
gave
are
up
so
dragon
fed
for
right now.
what?
It's like the game is in our hands, and they have the Hextech Soul on top of it.
Nothing.
No fight necessary for that Soul because of all the previous ones that they have won. But it is a huge power spike. And, you know, Sven knows he is the king in the castle right now. So
Like, now
let
you have a
everybody
slow
know
on
what
Sven.
you wanna
Sven
do,
has
and they will
a
just
full
play
Lord
around
Dominic's
you.
revenge.
And he has the LDR
And he's
completed
still-
as
he's
well.
got
Rahel has
extra
kinda made
armor
a pit stop
now
for
'cause he
more of a
bought
utility
boots
item. He has the
outright.
Serpent's Fang. He's going to be going Collector next, so it's like IE is so far away.
I think
He's
he's
never gonna
going
finish this game,
GA.
realistically. But
Unless that's
Sven
just a
is gonna
misbuy.
be just pumping, and APA has had the actualizer for a long time. Now he has the death cap and 8 stacks on the Dark Seal, so he is also a real threat.
We actually haven't been tracking that horse in our race, the APA horse or
invisible horse.
or the Blabber horse either. So just because the Sven one is so far out in the front.
It's a flashy horse.
Well, they're
It's
going to
also
have
the tallest horse.
I'm still loving the
We just
fact that
can't
we
see
can
the
hear
other
the
horses.
Demacia music in the background.
He's blocking the view.
stand so high.
That's
Flowers,
so
are you
funny, but so
visualizing the
awesome at the
horses?
same
I'm
time.
imagining the tall Sven horse right now as C9 are imagining a Baron for themselves.
All right, here we go.
Sentinels is
It's
going to have
just
to find
gone.
some kind of an answer here. The Baron is already down to 4,000 HP. Tempered Fate going to buy them only a
boy.
moment. Sentinels got to try to get in there as C9 are going to go ahead and secure the objective.
Hambach goes
jumps
in to
only
die.
Thanatos gets back to the safety of his team.
And oh
god!
god. Oh, APA, that was a little far.
Sends APA to his own demise, but Sven is
Darklings, you
still
gotta hit a
free
Q.
firing. Blabber
You gotta
Baron
hit a
gets away.
Q.
Wild growth onto the jungler.
He missed
They
two
pick
of
up the
them.
additional kill there onto Impact. Sven can't get anyone else. So it is a 2-for-1 trade favoring C9, and they acquire the Baron.
Honestly, I respect it from Hambach. He's like, you know what? I'm going to try and steal it. I ult in. It's a little bit too late, but
Yeah,
it's
that's,
really hard to pull that play off anyways.
That's tough.
Afterwards, though, a little surprise kill
That's
here.
real
They get
tough.
on APA.
Yeah, APA just going too far. You know, I think his thought process is Lulu's behind me. We have wild growth. You know, you can get heal wild growth. You can kind of bait them, keep the fight going, and then Sven just cleans up. But he went a little bit too
Sorry,
far.
bro, that wild growth.
Ah.
When I click it on Yunara.
Combo 2 seconds. I'm going next inside. I'm going next inside. Go next and no flash. No flash too.
Okay, Mr. Shot Caller APA
Still
yelling
good.
out.
They got Baron, they have Hex Soul, and
tell 'em.
they've got the red buff on
You
top.
tell him.
Oh, Doka's going to join us
Oh,
on
cool.
the LCS.
Big dose.
Big desk.
Hey, there we go.
Our desk is not that big over there with the analyst
Dokla
area.
of the
Love it,
famed
Dokla.
Worlds vlogs.
Yeah.
We
Ni hao.
all love a good Ni hao Dokla here.
When we toss it back to them, that better be how they answer.
We need
Should be.
Dokla
That's-
to intro the analyst desk. We're throwing it to Dokla, not the rest of them.
Yeah. I'm not tossing it
Pipe
as...
down, Raz.
Yeah, we're only doing the toss specifically to Dokla after this game.
Yep.
And C9's looking
I
to make
love
that
this.
a very near occurrence. They're 8,000 gold ahead.
hear
They've
from
got the
Dokla
Hex
too.
Soul.
Yeah,
They've got
Papa,
1
go
minute
figure.
and 20 seconds
Go
remaining
figure.
on their Baron power play, and they're pushing the top lane.
It's truly fortunate that we have a top laner to analyze the huge impact that top laners
Oh
have had
god,
in this
that
game.
was quick.
1, 4, and 2, and
After
1,
this.
3, and 4. Yeah. 1 kill versus
Oh,
1 kill.
man.
As
130 gold lead for Thanatos. Is that player game material?
I
There
need
you
this
go.
game to
There
speed
you
up.
go.
There.
If
And
we're gonna
even
beat the
after all this
record,
time, Hambach
like
still has his
we're
individual gold lead
unfortunately
on the Ambessa. However, it
we're
has
going a little
shrank down
slow.
to 300. Meanwhile, Sven's individual gold lead 6,500. Weaver's Wall going to cut off Sentinels from
Nice
trying
ult,
to
Huhi.
defend the tier 3
Good try.
turret. They can still get there in time as the wave does start to get eradicated by the damage. Impact off to the side a little bit compared to everybody else, seeing if maybe Sven will step just a little bit too
Okay.
far up. Impact does have flash now, so they can try to go for a flash Ruthless Predator, but it's so hard to burst down this Yunara through the Lulu protecting
Bro.
him. And now Sven just a
Melt
couple
the
more auto
towers.
attacks
Come
will
on.
take out the tier 3 turret. Thanatos
There we
split
go.
pushing over in the mid lane here at the same time. Blabber's going to take a little bit of damage, but he can resist most of it. because
Impact's just
Pantheon
dead.
Will finally fall. Hambach gets
Impact
that kill,
got soloed
but
by
Sven
Sven.
has already jumped in and equalized, taking one back on Impact. Now Hambach will die next. Vulcan takes the kill on that.
All right,
It's
end the
two
game.
dead on the Sentinel
End the game.
side,
Just push
but
her.
the
Yep,
remaining
there we
3
go.
are
Good
barely
job,
clinging
Sven.
to life. Sven and Vulcan are saying, that's all right. You guys go
Good job,
PvP.
Sven.
We're gonna
End
end
the
the
shit.
game. Thanatos
Get
gets
it
an
done.
additional kill, and Sven takes out the first Nexus turret. He and Vulcan will put in the work here.
Get it
on
done,
the
come on.
second one. TP coming in on the minions.
Don't
just to
attack the
reinforce
champions, attack the
C9
Nexus.
line.
Hit the Nexus.
APA has rejoined the team.
End the
Darkwing
game, end the
flashes
game,
away
end the
from
game,
side
end the
of
game, end the
shot.
game, end the game.
Thanatos
Stop
hops
fucking around,
on
end the
APA,
game.
try to force the rise even further back. C9 wants to pad the stats a little bit as Sven looks for the additional kill here onto Rahel and shoots him down in his own fountain. They'll complete the ace.
All right,
and
32:09.
C9 take game 1.
Sven ends the game.
32:09 was the game time.
8.6K. That is
So.
crazy. C9's bot lane looking monstrously strong.
32:09.
Spam chat now. Who is your player of the game? Dokla, who's your player of the game? I'm curious about.
Yeah, we voted for Sven.
Dokla?
Joka, who'd you vote for? Player of the game?
It was a really tough choice here between Sven, and Sven.
Vulcan's
32. 80
Yeah,
minus
so,
32 would be what,
I'm
48?
almost 8K gold lead individually. I don't see how it could
But
go
it'd be
down.
47
Yeah,
because
pretty
you have to
insane.
round.
Joka, thanks for joining us.
the-
You had your trio yesterday.
Is that
While we
right?
were watching the game,
Would
it was
47-16
close
be right?
until it wasn't. And you identified the fight where you think everything changed.
Yeah,
and you said, hey,
47-6.
That's the difference.
No,
between these two
because we're
teams.
not
So
rounding down a
break
second, so it
down
would be the
in
48.
this
We're
clip
not.
what you saw.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
doing
hello,
too complicated
everyone.
math.
Yeah,
All right,
so
48-16
this
is
fight
the time to
we
beat
decide
now,
the game
folks.
here, so just gonna play through.
We
this
need
here.
a
And this
quick
fight is
average
for
game
what
time
they're
from here on
trying
out.
here, And this to me is the difference between C9 and Jasenals in this.
Let me
game.
close this
Essentially
down
just
real
rated,
quick.
but,
Holy shit, we got some notifications to read off. First and foremost, Santa Fred, New York. First and foremost, brother, hope you're staying safe in the blizzard. I know everything's kicking off right now, so hope you're staying safe before anything else. But thank you for the 5 community gifted.
Sentinels in C9 here. It's like
Thank you, man.
clearly pushes wave in. Doesn't see Talia.
Reading through some of the notifications that happened during the game. Straight Shot Scott, thank you for the follow. Jackpot JTR, thank you for the follow. Curses 3, thank you for the follow. Thomas Milhouse, thank you for the follow. And Flygon Raider, thank you all for the follows. I hope they cancel class tomorrow. So fun fact, New York City has canceled all public school classes and no online learning either. Full actual snow day. A full real snow day for the first time in God knows how long for New York City kids, because they freaking deserve it, man. Welcome to Mondani's America, folks. That's why World's Finals is going to be here.
For Sentinels, at least they had angles within the game where they were trading sides. Like the top dive that happened once.
Yeah, we have these clips as well.
See a chat from Vietnam. Hello, hello, hello. But man, what a game. Turns out, by the way, you shouldn't let a Yanara get fed early.
It looked like top lane was gonna matter, and then in the end, it didn't.
Turns out you shouldn't do that.
What a surprise!
I mean, I would have never guessed. But what can you do?
Dantos just doing his best to clear the wave, but I mean, a 3v1 dive execution.
All right, let's take a look at this tweet though.
From this point, they're in the
because this is some.
They also make this good play too here. I didn't think it was gonna work, but at the time.
This is some. Oh shit. Bonzon, thank you for the Prime sub.
So from that point, I thought they.
Thank you for the Prime sub. Game to enjoy ad free.
Progress a game with the Mbessa being 2-0, having the first time advantage, but yeah, just that dragon setup fight where they just couldn't close. Yeah. And yeah, that was tough after that.
And no surprise, player of the game in this one is Van.
That's some shit. Why? Why we gotta do this? Why we gotta out a man like this? What are the replies like? Let's see. And I put the erase it. Wow. Yeah, I like that. Has AI gone too far? It definitely has. AI has gone way too far. League's most important fan? Sure, why not? One of us. Pro join the dark side.
And I always like when AD carries can play that far forward.
Are there any other quote retweets besides mine? I don't know.
Like they might in a different meta. So it's been really, really fun to see that happening in the LCS. And Sven is one of those carries who's been playing really far forward in team plays.
Joker, are those pity votes for Thanatos?
There we go. All right, go ahead and get down.
Yeah, I feel some pity votes going on. His game to carry, so honestly, you know.
Wait, I can't see if the teams have Shake Shack Burger or not. I mean, I don't. Did they show any of the things in between game? Okay, well, hang on. We gotta do the food deep dive here. Well, actually, we'll do that in between games. We have to let the ads roll. Hang on. We gotta let the ad roll go. And then we will do the snack deep dive. Red LEC. Yeah, that's an intentional choice. Which I'm indifferent on, personally.
Well, Flowers, we're looking at a turbo hybrid powertrain. That's already a problem for the rest of the Rift.
And a 30-inch panoramic display.
I will say, I think they did a really good job with these Kia commercials.
All-wheel drive with terrain mode? No shot anyone's catching this.
Yeah, this seems completely OP.
No debate. This first pick, we have to lock it in. Now!
A Kia Telluride Turbo Hybrid. Pick it before your opponents do.
Yeah, they're using the broadcast talent so damn well on these ads. That was well done. Also, I need an Emily Rand figure skating ad, by the way. Like some sort of like her doing commentary on somebody like trying to beat Ilya.
Get fed.
Like on the stage. I think it'd be funny.
On Uber Eats.
Okay. Now that we're here, we let the ads run. All right. Snack review time. Let's see what we got.
Forward with the amount of confidence that Sven is
Show me your food.
It speaks to C9
Show me your food. No. Okay, I can't really see much. You can only see, it looks like the stream on the bottom left. That doesn't look like any food. Just a bunch of waters for now. Okay, we got a banana. Are those Welch's? Those are Welch's fruit snacks. Hell yeah. Hang on, look at get rid of the graphic. All right, so we got a banana, a lot of brown spots. I'm not a brown spot on a banana type guy. I'm more like I prefer it more ripe. Like the greener the better. That kind of looks like the green kind of looks like kiwi or like some sort of fruit. I don't know. I can't tell. And then you got like actual fruit snacks. Those are the traditional classic Welch's fruit snacks.
Not get punished for it like they might.
Oh, we got a side angle here. What is
In a
that?
different meta.
I can't tell what that is.
That far forward and not get punished for it like they might.
That looks like candy of some capacity, like some sort of chocolate on the side. And then that that almost looks like a pack of saltines or like a organic version of saltines for some reason. I don't know.
In a different meta. So it's been really
Very hard to
fun
tell.
see that
Need better
happen.
camera angles
Sven
next time.
is one of
All right.
those carries who's been playing.
We need to work on our camera angles to get a better view on snacks. Cheeky Swaz, thank you for the 5 community gifted. Holy shit! And then this is Polish. Why am I fucking this up? Dolsheka, thank you for the tier 1 sub as well. Holy shit! Y'all are the best. Y'all are absolutely the best. Let me refresh this real quick. There we go. Well, look, I will tell you right now, I am never going to be able to provide you with the best draft analysis. I'm never going to be able to tell you the best plays to make in-game because I would fuck them up and fail at them myself. But if there's one thing I know, as the dude that just ate a whole thing of Pizza Hut breadsticks and barbecue wings, and somebody who preps my food meticulously whenever I am in my golf tournaments, food reviews, I'm down for. And they're better. By the way, why nobody has ever like not done a Glizzy review from the LCS arena? Because that's like the #1 thing that I give a shit about is how do your hot dogs fare? And if you're not, here's my general rule. If we are not using Martin's potato roll buns, then we are immediately failing. You at minimum cannot get above an 8.5 if you are not using a Martin's potato roll bun. It is just the superior hot dog bun. It just is. I don't make the rules. It's just better. There's a reason why Shake Shack uses Martin's potato roll or Martin's potato rolls for their buns. Middlesworth, here's a Middlesworth opinion that's probably gonna piss some people off. Middlesworth, overrated as fuck for chips, with the one exception of being Middlesworth barbecue chips are the best barbecue chips that exist. Period. Have a live studio audience? It does. It does.
All right.
Let me turn
So
this
for the
up.
player interviews, we do.
Appreciate what you're doing for the league scene.
90
Keep it
seconds
up.
on the
Hey,
clock.
trying my
You
best, Cheeky.
All
We're
right,
trying
sweet.
our best.
3, 2, 1. Who made the decision of choosing Fly over DSG? Because there was some confusion about that.
I think it was the C9, like, together. We all made it, but we didn't really want to pick Fly in the first place. And then we were told we couldn't pick Sentinels. So then we didn't have much time, and I think it was just a snap decision. I think it was probably like
Flash, thank you for the
me,
follow.
Nick, and a couple other players. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't think Dom was there, but
Yeah, fair. Solo queue voice comms, good or bad?
Good.
Your perspective.
Good.
You can also skip if you don't want to answer.
No, you can't. Don't be a wimp.
It's a tough one.
I don't know.
Flash, thank you for the Prime sub. Holy
Feel
shit.
like overall it could be good.
Yeah.
When I play CS, I use the voice comm sometimes, but when I don't want to use it, I just mute it.
Yeah.
So I probably myself won't use the voice comms that much, but I think it could be good.
Okay. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
What does Thanatos have to do to win a Player of the Week interview? Should not be a top laner?
I think his team just needs to play worse. We just gotta play worse.
Top 4 LCS junglers right now?
Me, Inspired, Hambach, Jose, probably.
And from some of the viewers, some of the fans out there in Discord, LTA Till I Die asks, why drop the fish 2 in your name?
Someone told me that my name would be too long.
Yeah?
At the beginning, so then I just changed it to Blauer. Like right when I started. My first game, I just changed it.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, there was a comment in chat, which was very funny, that I read, that I want to go back to. Sloth in YouTube said, if I ever play Pinehurst in North Carolina, you have to go to Dog Slingers in Vietnam. And obviously, by me saying Vietnam, that should be your hint that I'm very familiar with Fayetteville because I went to college in Fayetteville. So, I've never seen Dog Slingers. It's saying it's right off of Rayford Road. Oh, that's on the other. Okay. That's why.
It is our upper bracket final between C9 and Sentinels. Game 1 honestly started pretty close for quite a while. The first 2 kills went over to Sentinels. Hambach was active early in the
Oh. Oh. Okay. Wait a minute.
For Sven to balloon his individual gold lead, and the Yunara was never again approachable by Sentinels.
Yeah, and then really nice from Cloud9.
Yeah, I mean, that was a drive. That was the only thing. That was on like the, you had to go all the way down through town and around, which kind of sucked. Yeah, we were a bit away, or we were like a bit of a drive from there. Newish? Okay. That makes more sense. Here's the real question. Did the main area outside of Methodist change at all? Nope, they still got the big ass trees. They still got those big ass trees. Wait, what's across the street now? Is that a Sheets? No, you're fucking with. They put a Sheets across from Methodist after I fucking go? You're kidding. You're kidding. Bro, over there was the bar that one of my friends got shot at. And then we go to DMs down the road after everybody stopped going to that one. Where's the main entrance? Yeah, there it is. Sign's still there. Nice. Nice. Look, we don't need to be telling college stories right now. That's a different topic for a different day. All right, let's get back into this. Got shot at. Yeah, the Fayetteville's one of those towns where it's military and you have a lot of gang violence down there. So the thing I would warn with, if you ever are in Fayetteville, North Carolina, pay attention to whenever both the militaries and the gangs get paid. Because on the days that they do, you probably don't want to go out to certain spots. On other days, you're perfectly fine. And you're good.
I think with Vi getting locked in, I would expect Galio on 3 if Vi does get locked. It's just such a strong combo already. You have a really good AD carry.
Hold up, I gotta call Emily real quick.
The Cassante as the answer here for
Thanatos. She's gonna be so pissed. Hold up.
Cassante
it's gonna be the most important thing that's
getting early magic resist. You can go Kanik Rookern if you're facing double AP lanes. The only situation usually now where you don't face double AP lanes if the enemy is a Rumble is if they have.
Why is it not called?
So Sentinels could make
this
a Yone comp, but it's Dark Wings. So I don't think it's gonna happen. So I think it's gonna be a double AP comp. So I think you just go Kanik Rookern.
Yeah, I mean.
Are you gonna ring?
Basically every team right now.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated
out of the top 20 picks.
Okay.
Mid lane, there's one.
Guess my wife hates me. That's fine.
20 picks in jungle. There's 0 like true AP. There's like
the most American. I mean,
you have to go down to like
yeah.
You have to go down to like 23 to get Diana. So basically, it's just
Ramsey Street's it's gotten better over the years.
In the mid lane, every single game in pro meta these days. So
can't go out on certain days because you might get shot. I mean, look, you can. You just gotta know who not to get involved. Like you gotta know where to go and where not to go. Doesn't mean you still don't go out. You do. You just.
I saw him at a Magic tournament recently. Actually.
You keep your ears to the ground.
He's doing well.
Jurgen or the guy with the sign?
I mean, well,
both. They were both there.
Okay, that's why he misses him. He saw him.
C9 Dave looking sharp. Don't make me take this off. I don't need any compliments on it.
And 80 carries drafted for both sides here. It is the Jhin alongside the Rumble, so a lot of long range.
Exactly. You got to know the area. Look, that's the case anywhere in America.
You
go to the wrong side of Philly, and it's gonna be a problem.
Let's see what we're gonna
you go to the wrong side of Chicago, it's gonna be a problem.
They're paying the respect.
But at the same time, you can also go there and like still be fine if you know how to mind your business.
Playing control mages in mid lane. They're respecting the champions themselves and the comp that you can make with it.
Okay, giving Sven Varus is an interesting choice because he's very good on Varus.
And 1 and 2 on the pick, so definitely not a Dark Wings pick. But
wait,
respected.
Wait.
You know, Cloud9 did talk
about
how they felt like they.
I'm sorry, bro. What is this? Dom, what are we doing, bro? The collar? It's supposed to cover the back of the tie. That collar's so... What is this? Dear God, dude. Somebody, please. Danny, if you're seeing this, Anero, anybody. Holy shit. Somebody go tuck his collar in, please. Please.
Picks, but we do keep getting a couple of these straggler little bands there. If you've got Wukong, the Wukong Annie is the bread and butter.
I've also been seeing a little bit of Annie support. People are doing some kind of like cook builds with Banal Pipes and Rylais and stuff. I've been seeing a little bit of that going
we've
around.
seen the
So
Jin
who knows,
comp
maybe that's
fail
something that, Vulcan's
at
been trying to
every
do.
single
Also
stage
agree, it does just feel like
prior
APA
to this in the
champ.
LCS.
Galio was a great APA champ,
I don't
so
see why it would
even
work
though
now.
It was not going
But
to be a Galio top. They do still respect that, and we're just going to get a control mage here. So
Oh my God,
Victor,
there's so
he's a
much
good
damage
takeaway
on
from Dark
C9's
Wings. That's
comp.
definitely something that he is
The
very
C9's comp
comfortable
looks
on, and
disgusting.
Probably, APA is just saying, all right, he's going to go a control mage. What is a good control mage against other control mages? And Victor generally outranges in a lot of these matchups, and you can kind of just laser poke and farm it up and play pretty effectively that way.
I feel like Hui is a pretty common answer into this. If you're just saying,
Actually,
okay,
honestly, I like Hui.
Took Victor first.
I do
Hui
like
is just
Hui.
kind of like Victor,
APA,
but he didn't
my
make it into
fantasy
Arcane.
V2,
So sure, he's
I don't
also
wanna
there.
play
He got to be
Dispatch.
fine. He's serviceable. He can have
Nice.
plenty of wave clear, and you can really pop off if you can get a big spiraling despair in a team fight.
And it's a Dark Wings comfort here. So with a Vi,
I don't know what they're gonna go support.
Set up the big
This is my
AoE combo.
low-key,
front
like
play.
Amumu would kind of be
You
fire.
Get that guaranteed engage.
I know it's
so
not common,
we'll
but like
see if he can
Amumu
stay
would be
safe, though.
fire.
Sometimes, a lot of times.
Also
Wukong
fine with
makes,
Rakan.
It very difficult for Hui to play. We'll see about the engage.
You know what I would actually really like is a Renata from Vulcan. I feel like Renata goes crazy, but maybe they just want to guarantee some engage. It just feels like there's so much dive that's coming through, and it's just about absorbing that initial punch. So to me,
Look, the
Renata
SEN
could be
comp
incredibly
doesn't
strong
look
if you wanna go on
horrendous
hit Varus.
for some
You're
reason.
looking at
I don't know,
Vi
it's a
Rumble
Jin comp,
at,
but it doesn't bother me all that
Hui on the
much.
Rakan as well, they're all going to be diving in, but considering some
Also,
engage options
getting a
themselves,
bunch
so
of gifts
just
over
need
on
to see how they start
TikTok.
fights.
A heart me and a
I
rose
could
from
definitely
Jose.
see 4,
Thank
5,
you.
9 side. You know, you want
Saw your
something
coaching max
with
person.
Wukong, like you
I'm
can
in
get
bed
a
in
point
the
and click
UK.
now with Nautilus, so
Hey, it's
the way
11
that I
p.m.
think was
UK
already gonna
time.
have
Y'all
a-
get to
like a
sleep. Y'all just have a good
difficult
night and
time
relax.
staying safe. Now if you get point and click on your head, either Hui or the Jin, it's very, very hard to get away from Wukong.
Low key though,
Dante coming for you, and I'm assuming
SEN's draft ain't bad.
Here,
It ain't terrible.
So the long range.
Oh, I
you
know.
damage
I
over
was
the
gonna say, I
top
wonder
as
why
well.
the camera's so
Stay safe, bro.
Seems like Cloud9 are going to put a lot of pressure on those immobile carries, but you could say the same thing the other way.
Yeah.
So whoever gets the early
And
lead
that
there.
will.
Oh,
They are. They're gonna
That's
put pressure on both
Jesus.
sides.
I was wondering why I was like half
Well,
the
the last
freaking
game,
screen.
remember, was decided
I forgot that I
largely
raised the
by
camera
AD
yesterday.
carry gap,
It was recording
right?
a video.
C9 played around Sven. They enabled Sven. He was up to, what did you say it was, Azale?
8.6K.
8.6 thousand gold individual lead by the time the Nexus
There we
fell.
go.
And there was just no answer that Sentinels
Hey, don't
had
say
for him.
sorry.
Now, of course,
I have no
if you're
problem
playing
with it being
Lethality Varus,
C9
it's a
3-0.
very
I
different
called that
champion.
shit.
It plays a very different role in the team as a poke champion instead of just being that
Look,
hyper
for those
carry.
that are a little bit worried about me wearing a C9 jersey, if C9 goes to first stand, I hope you understand I'm wearing this jersey every day. Every day. Because they're representing NA.
Series from the bot lane. If they want to make this competitive, Rahel has been a standout player. I think he has been very, very strong for Sentinels. You know, he to me is their like primary carry. You know, when you're thinking about how this team is going to be able to win a series, that's the guy that generally does take over. Going to be interested to see
All right,
how Impact
come on.
plays this out. He's going first strike, so just thinking about it, less about dominating.
Either
the lane,
one of
more
two
about just
things
kinda
needs to
farming
happen.
goals
Either
off of
C9 needs to
Thanatos,
win
being able to
so
get those items first
goddamn
faster.
quick.
And then, of course, first strike does
Or-
scale really well as a damage rune into late game because it is that percentage damage.
I
amp.
need Sentinels to win.
And it is going
One
to
of the
be
two.
Lethality Varus as he's playing Comet.
That is crazy. Who he now passes Bjergsen.
Oh, no,
for
I
third
saw the
all
Vitality
time in
KC
North
game
America
3.
for games played.
I saw it,
at
don't worry.
612.
They're just rubbing it into that guy with the fan sign.
Oh no, yeah, sign guy. That's
Oh yeah, you missed Bjergsen? Well, guess what? he just lost a record.
Oh, no.
Kind of messed up, production team.
The update on our battle for the most assists here, you can see it is still Impact, comfortably sitting with that silver medal. Like Azael mentioned at the start of game number 1, Aframu is way out in front of everybody else, so they're not really competing for the gold here just yet. The bottom lane, Sven and Vulcan getting the slightly better trade over Rahel and Huhi here nice and early. Both junglers this time are starting on the top side of the map, pathing towards this bottom lane compared to the crisscross starts of last game.
And I think that's more about the repeat clears for these junglers, both Wukong and Vi
Good
Ultimate
poke.
Reliant.
That's fine.
And you just want to set up your camp respawns in a way that you're going to be pathing towards how you think you're going to win the game. And so they don't want to pay as much attention to top lane, to Cassante lane up there. So try and get down. And again, like you're both saying, the bottom lane, incredibly important here. And junglers are also saying that.
Good hook.
So
good
game
poke.
1, pretty one-sided, but last time we saw C9 in the best of 5.
Lane's looking pretty
one of the
one-sided
fastest in
as
LCS
well.
history. 5th fastest, in fact, against FlyQuest. 80 minutes, just a hair over of total game time. So we'll see if they can continue a race towards that, try to get close to that, or maybe even one-up themselves.
If they're they needed a much faster game 1 if they're going to one-up themselves.
So that was a fast series. Huhi's on a fast roam towards mid lane.
Okay, here we go.
You
Come
get
on.
an early flash out of Victor. That could be.
Yeah.
Oh, he dodged it.
Or APA will just step in front of him
Oh,
casually
APA's
and
locked
not
in.
even
It's
worry
over.
about the roam.
This series is done. Yeah,
like
wrap it up.
And the
Wrap it
crowd
up.
clapping here for some
Time
of the
to go.
footwork from APA. Dodged out on the damage afterwards
time to go
too.
home.
So he doesn't even, go too negative on the trade there.
Yeah, really well done there by APA. He was already winning the lane against Darkwings, and even with that pressure coming through from Huhi, he's in a great spot. Huhi's still hanging around, though.
Yeah.
Looking to try to see if there's anything he can get done here.
He is invested in this. Meanwhile, you can see Hambach has made his way onto the top side. Scuttle Crab, considering the enemy support is now roaming, C9 knows they have total control over the bottom lane in terms of the push, in terms of the priority, so that's very easy for Wukong to pick up that crab too.
And APA getting active in chat, hits him with a good gank XD.
Good gank XD, Jesus.
It's the XD that's the diabolical classic. Letting them know you absolutely do not respect what they are trying to do here in the mid lane. We still have not seen either of our junglers get active, so Kobe's initial prediction is we've got the yap cam. I like how he still bothers to capitalize both the X and the D.
But look what you can see. That top line that was up there, that was half
nice
cut
little
off.
all-in
Good luck, have
trade.
fun at the beginning of the game. So he starts it out on good terms,
Missed the CS though.
Raises you up so he can slam you down.
Yeah, the good terms last about 3.5 minutes.
Good luck, have fun, idiot.
All right,
I need
junglers are doing
if we're gonna
exactly
start
what you
talking about
predicted,
like
Cody. We're just farming
smack
till
talk,
6. We're
I
trying
need
to unlock
unfiltered
those
flowers
ultis,
to come up.
making sure that
Not
they can play
broadcast
around
flowers,
what is expected to be the win
unfiltered
conditions
flowers.
down here around the bottom side. The first Drake this time around is going to be Ocean Drake. We know that those also feel really good if you can get them while the laning phase is still, active. So if we can see a big play, a big fight perhaps around a third
this could be
crab,
big.
that could lead into a Drake here as well. APA with a very bursty trade here onto Darkwings. Extra auto attack with the airy there at the end. And APA just keeps controlling this mid lane matchup.
I mean, Hui just keeps using QE on the wave. He's just trying to actually AoE down that wave, the kind of mini Rumble equalizer. And every time he's doing that, APA is just stepping to the side of the wave and stepping forward and just looking for that trade.
Nothing really all that interesting in the first 5 minutes of this game.
And I want to see if that cannon ends up getting melted and just dies in mid lane, because APA pulled the wave. So that cannon, the cannon for Darkwings, the whole wave just gets annihilated here on the recalls.
Was he gonna make it?
APA getting back in time for his.
He got it. Nice.
That's just GG right there. Where's the chat?
That's just, where's the typing after that?
Cannon XD.
My God.
He is controlling the wave very nicely here
That's
so far.
disgusting.
As Darkwings and Huhi again going to step into that
Oh,
bottom side
that's
river,
so
trying to get some vision
disgusting.
control.
And it gets him level 6 advantage here over Darkwings. So, walks back in.
Does he
he'll
get level
soak up
6
some
advantage? They
experience,
both
but
just
it's
hit level
gonna
6 at the
remain
same
an
time.
Experience lead for him. Bot lane pushing in, mid
Settle
wave
time.
control as well.
That's
Here we
why
go,
Sentinels
crab.
were trying to set up the vision down here, but it's C9 first to the crab, and Blabber
They just
and
get
the
it for free.
Crabbers do what they do best.
So
Crab
you all
secured,
rotate, waste a
Wukong
bunch of
level
time,
6
and you
secured.
give Blabber
Hawk's still
both the
only level
crab
5
and the
Vi, so if
dragon.
they want to try to take any sort of a fight, it will be tough.
Winning
Smart.
lanes, really
Real
nice for junglers,
smart.
especially with the plan on everybody's minds now of this next crab that spawns in front of dragon, bottom
on,
side
Sen.
for the spawn of crab. Also just means, you know, in the words of Blabber, game is over. You know, we got the bottom crab into the dragon. That's going to guarantee our first and second dragon. So let's see if that comes true.
I mean, it's kind of the lotto too, having the crab spawn on that side with the winning lanes, and the dragon is right there, and it's an ocean dragon.
Oh,
right?
Vulcan
and
missed
ocean
up.
dragon this
Probably,
early
honestly,
on
probably a
actually
good thing he
affects the
didn't hit
lanes
that.
quite a bit, especially when you are playing some of these matchups like Thanatos is playing on the top side against Impact, where your regen is going to matter a lot, and now we're seeing Humbach try to look for a potential play here.
Yeah, he's thinking about maybe going towards the top side. Thanatos has already used the all out, and he has to flash to escape. Does not want to get caught out by Hambach there. So ulti for ulti in
It's
the
still
top
Cassante.
lane.
We
Flash still
saw
available
this
for Impact, though.
yesterday. You
Interesting.
don't want to
Blabber during
gank
that
the
time also
Cassante
got
with
to finish
Vi
his
all
blue
that
buff.
much.
Can he finish this as well? He didn't
Oh.
have a smite for the Gromp.
Okay, now Hambach's going to force Blabber out of the jungle. Does find
Nice.
about half his health bar in the process, as Impact and Darkwings are both rotating over to back up
Okay.
their jungler.
So honestly, pretty good for Hambach there, because you know he comes in with smite ready. He can just yoink away the Gromp that Blabber had been working on, and just by showing himself, he got the flash out of Thanatos. So Hambach with a little bit of value play here for the jungle. It doesn't like win the game or move the needle that much, but that's some decent value after they did lose out on bottom side crab and dragon.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little play, trying to get something back. And Impact in a pretty good spot. I mean, the farm is even, but he has been able to get one plate, and he's been farming some gold with first strike as well. So Impact's in a pretty good spot.
Okay, let's see if who he ends up meeting.
Is he not gonna fight
The
this?
welcoming
No,
party
they're
here
definitely
is
not
not going to overextend himself as
Oh,
Blabber, though.
wait a
Trying
minute.
to go in. He's overextended, trying to steal
APA's
away
dead.
the enemy blue buff. Drops the clone to try to defend against the curtain call, but it's APA who's going to be killed off first.
Okay.
First blood over to Sentinels there in the mid lane for Darkwings, but Sven
Hambach?
gets one back to the Hambach. Nice damage
I mean,
to the
that's
piercing
fine.
arrow, but it's
1
a
for
double
2
kill
is
for
fine.
Darkwings.
They pull the trap
Interesting.
on the invade. Hambach is not going to let you get away with that, Blabber.
Sure,
The
but like
buff onto the
Hambach
blue
dove
buff into
straight
the
onto.
Jhin route, really nice, and so they forced out the flash for Blabber early on, so they knew they wanted to follow
I don't
the play.
know.
Here's another look at it. It's Q from Hambach onto Blabber on this side, but on the other side, APA right in their faces goes down first.
Well, the biggest difference is Impact made the roam.
Yeah.
Right? Impact actually just walked down there with no TP, so I think that is the real surprise here for C9, is Rumble shows up, immediately flashes in as soon as the fight starts, and they're like, oh crap, like we don't have TP on
fine.
either top laner. We thought it was going to be a 4v4, so as soon as
It's
he's there,
fine.
The fight is looking really bad for
Take a nice
Cloud9.
CK team.
That being
No
said,
thanks. I'm
that
good.
couple hundred gold
This is
lead
my
for
region.
Impact did vanish because Thanatos took 2 plates
I
on
will
top side.
pick a
And
team
there
from my
was,
region.
some CS lost for Impact as well because of that roam. So whether or not that was worth it remains to be seen. Yes, they won the fight, but the gold really didn't move at all in their favor because of it.
I was playing for second place. I don't
gold
care.
lead here for C9.
I'd rather play for second
Next
place
Drake
and represent my
non-spawning for
region
another
than
couple of
play
minutes.
for
The
first
Grubs
and
are active, but
not
I
be
know,
loyal to
Kobe,
the
you are a
system
big
that I'm in.
proponent of mentioning the Grubs are just not that appealing these days. I mean, physically, they were never appealing to begin with. They're the ugliest thing that's ever been on Summoner's Rift. But even in terms of gameplay mechanics, they are just not that good. Sorry, Grubbies.
Flowers and his
it's not you,
beef against
it's
the
me.
boy grubs.
Yeah, I mean,
Every
they're
time.
the leftovers
Every
of Summoner's
time.
Rift.
Oh, no.
When somebody makes
never
a play
fails.
somewhere else, you can go get the leftovers.
Okay, APA is going to continue clearing out this wave here. Still about a 600 gold lead, though, for Darkwings. And we were talking about how
Interesting
good
choice.
APA was
Oh.
doing in the lane earlier, how well he was sidestepping
Gonna
Huhi's
force
additional
him to
pressure,
back.
how well he was farming, how well he
Minute
was
12
controlling the waves,
until,
and Darkwings was kind of
till
just trying to
Dragon's
respond
up.
to that. But now those couple of kills have really got Darkwings right back in the game.
Yeah, Darkwing's back in the game, but it's once again a very big early goal lead for Sven.
I'll be
Last
honest, I
time
did not
around,
see that
Sven, of
Darkwing's
course,
got
on the
both of those
Yugara
kills.
Hyper carry, able to win the entire game for Cloud9. This time around, Sven on the Lethality Varus is
got
going to be
Blackfire
super
Torch
annoying on top
done,
of it. You know, the poke
APA's
damage from
backing,
Lethality
should have
Varus
full
in
item.
this game can get you so much. As far as the leftovers of some of his Rifto flowers, Hambach will go over and grab those.
3 Void Grubs.
Easy time,
Bot
in the back of
lane
the pit and jumping
really
right
far
back out.
down.
And Sven's hit a couple of good piercing arrows so far this game here too. You just saw that take about 1/3 of Rahel's HP as he nails.
How is Sven up 1K? Well, let's do a quick CS check. Say 36 or a 30 CS lead in bot lane.
Is stacking the tier.
It's even in mid, 20 CS lead in top side towards Thanatos.
And make Sentinels have to dodge those
I'm going to take a
hells.
wild
The
guess
MasterCard
and
power
say
spike
that's
for
the
Thanatos
30
has been
CS.
completed. The Kanik Rookern that you guys were talking about, you build it against double AP solo laners. This is where Cassante starts to feel comfortable against the Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking really comfortable now, and I mean, Rahel had to take a pretty rough base timing there, so
I will say,
even more damage
despite Sven being ahead a lot, he is on Vars, which I feel like is a little less effective of a champion than
series here.
We have had a lot of 3-0s this weekend, just early warning. And Cloud9 handily won the first game. Currently, though, setting up on Dragon. See if
are they going to fight this, or are you just poking out for no reason?
Okay, Hambach wants to jump in.
Oh, good Rakan knockup. Oh my god.
Damage coming out, though, the other way around, and that's 2 Sentinels dead. 2 dead on the C9
but the jungler's dead.
Sven back into the
Can they get on Sven?
Equalizer drops on top of the objective.
Yeah, they should be able to kill Sven with these.
Looking for his
okay,
angle.
Sven flash
C9
down. Nice. And Dragon and kills. Okay.
Are out of the picture
oh,
on both
Sven's
sides.
not going to steal this,
Thanatos
is he?
still trying to fight here. Open up a little bit of space for Sven.
Oh.
The Jin, Rahel secures the objective.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a fourth shot there, and he loaded, and he was just waiting to get it low.
Huhi
so
with an insane knockup in that fight.
Shot, even with a Varus, not able to steal it away. With both junglers down there, Sentinels make a big play, and Hambach in the brush onto APA. Look at right out of here, he goes straight for APA, gets the bump into the Jin root, and they immediately assassinate him with the follow-up.
That was
really
so well
nicely
done.
Huhi is there for the follow-up. The Jin all over the wall is landing the damage, and Sven was kind of just trapped in the pit here, awkwardly tanking the Dragon. The Equalizer doesn't actually connect on anything, but
all
it
I'm
does push
saying,
Sven off the back. He has to flash over the wall, and then Sven is just staying around.
Darkwings is putting up numbers.
He's hanging out the bottom
Darkwings
side,
is putting up numbers
that.
this
and
game.
Rahel's sitting on the 4th shot. It did go down to about 289,
it was
so
close.
Was an opportunity to steal it.
Yeah, I mean, you're just focused. You're
in there.
Nobody talk while I'm trying to steal this.
Why did I need to hear that?
Okay, didn't get it. Yep. But yeah, 4th shot, Jin
Jesus.
and Varus are 2 of the 80 carries that are very good at stealing objectives when no junglers are around. You know, on the new patch, of course, the new season when junglers are around and smites.
Darkwings, you're 4-0-1.
Really hard to steal stuff.
Let's close this shit out.
That was a fun one, and Sentinels here. Striking back here in game number 2.
It's clear that C9 is not going to break the record.
Dragons. Let's see about this bottom side.
Now
though.
let's just hope for a good series.
Participants.
Yeah, and, I mean, Sven is still out to a very big lead, 1.5K. He got another kill. He is really strong this game, so going to be pretty annoying. There's a lot of squishy members over on the other side to be able to poke away at. No true tanks or anything like that. Obviously, there's some tools to be able to
Sven! And his flash is down.
Goes in with the equalizer right behind him, and Sven
interesting choice for them to try and fight this. I still think C9 loses this.
Get everybody out alive. Hambach is taken low, but Blabber's got to be careful. Impact goes underneath the turret. He does get rooted up by Vulcan.
No! Close,
Not quite.
but still.
It was nearly perfect, but they still make the play.
That's
really good play.
Okay.
Once again, they come at 3 angles at Sven. Flash Vi ultimate into Rumble ultimate into Huhi follow up on the Rakan. They take him down. Hambach surviving there with the Sundered Sky healing, doing a decent amount of work as well. Unfortunately for them, Impact at the very end does barely
we swapped to the hate watch again.
Shot, but still a very successful play and taking down the Varus. That is the only one with the gold lead on the side of Cloud9. Clearly, Sentinels here with a really good attack plan. Huhi ults early for the move speed to be able to follow up, and it's just a
I don't know
nice
what, like they should have just left them to die. Going in there feels, that feels a little sus.
They know that Sven is a really strong member. They know he had no flash because of that earlier Dragon fight. And so Hambach has no hesitation to just fully send it on this play with everyone around. And
you gotta let Sven die.
Very, very strong. Has earned 365 gold from the first strike. Has opened up a pretty good lead for himself here, as might have a Herald fight.
I don't play about my
Herald started by C9. Got it already down to just 3,000 HP, but Sentinels are hanging around the area, and it looks like they're going to choose to just walk away from this one. Blabber can smite down. The Herald claimed the eye, no problem, no contest here from Sentinels. But C9 are now behind. That shutdown onto Sven, that's stopping him from farming and becoming the monster that he was in game number 1. Very important for the Sentinels comp. What is the play that they need to do now? Like, what's the game plan to continue keeping this one close and trying to bring us
5v5 fighting. I like your 5v5 fight with the Rumble away.
What Sentinels
Divide,
need to
or
keep
like their team fighting has been better so
this
far.
going strong.
Keep on pressuring these lanes here. They have opportunities. You saw Rumble
Jesus.
waiting in brush. And with these pick tools that they have, with a Vi and a Rakan, they can make quick plays with long-range follow-up here. So
There we go.
Cloud9 have to be a little bit
TikTok
careful
always
with
says
setting
this
up
thing
their
where the live
defensive
pops
vision
up.
to watch for these plays from Sentinels. And
It's like, you haven't
see if
touched
they
your
can
live
keep
stream
this
in 5
up,
minutes.
because
It's like, Jesus,
they
I
do
know.
have a lot of range, some very quick
If
possibilities.
Sentinels wins, I'm going to shit a brick.
Vulcan has the lock
There's
now,
no
which should
way.
help a little bit, you know, obviously playing with
Like the
Summer Heal
series.
and
I can see them
Rocket,
winning a game,
to
sure, but
try
like-
to absorb that initial engagement.
series
Really going
would
for
be
the Gale's
insane.
Rush, which is something he's just been doing non-stop on basically every champion. Does have a tremendous amount of value. And I
Also,
think it is gonna be
Darkwing's
very
value
useful this game,
skyrocketing.
especially against catches from Sven
Very
with
quickly.
that ultimate.
See if they can pull off something here. I mean, battle over vision is the first step. Hambach charging up there is, unfortunately for him, a ward on the
Oh,
backside
God.
here. That's providing a lot of value for Cloud9. So no little surprise play going to happen this time around from this position.
All right, 11 seconds until
Sentinels,
Dragon.
they
Ton of
definitely have
pings.
no idea about this one. Nobody's sweeping, so everyone kind of converging, though. There are teleports for both top laners, and Impact
I was
generally
gonna
getting
say,
the push
it almost
first, so
felt. It feels like
would kind of
C9's
benefit them, but Dragon is on the
posturing for a
table.
play.
Okay, they're moving down there.
APA
Sentinels
ult down
first.
early,
Victor
and
ult,
Jhin
no,
can
down
stay
for this
back and
right
still
now.
ult
Rahel
and be
down to
fine.
50%.
So Hell
So
is chunked out. The Rift Herald is going to be summoned up mid lane to put pressure onto the tier 1 turret, while Sentinels still trying to make sure they can defend this objective. Thanatos and Blabber
feels
were
fine.
working on the Drake here at the same time, while Sentinels are distracted, making sure nothing bad is going to happen to Rahel. Impact still hanging around on the flanks, seeing if C9 is going to overcommit towards this Dragon so they can look for some sort of an angle to
fighting
punish.
in or you
Rahel
backing
still
off?
has
Pick
curtain
one.
Call. He can contribute from a long way away. Vulcan
Oh, that's not
engages.
good.
They're trying to find the burst here onto Huhi.
Oh,
and they
Rakan
barely
lives
miss out on
somehow.
killing him. Now C9 still looking to see if they can make this
Nope,
fight happen.
Rakan did not
APA
live.
does finally
Yep.
burn Huhi down. Vulcan barely staying alive.
That,
C9 take
way
the
too
objective
timid.
and 1 kill.
Ooh, barely burns him down.
Way
with a
too
little
timid
tick
if you're
there, and
10 if you're
Cloud9
Sen.
forcing the objective. I really like the vision toggle from observers to show how C9 were making this entry hard for Sentinels, claiming these brush this time and not presenting an early target. And then C9 also, don't let Huhi get a free entry. Immediately going for this Rakan. Because every time they have allowed Sentinels the initiative,
If
they
you guys
have
are the next pick, I want to fight.
dropped.
I'll be here. I also was clicking up. Yeah. I can move down to Dragon right now. I had top wave.
Okay, yeah, I'm down. If you got the wave, I'm down.
Okay. Think about Rumble ults. Watching. You can go Rakan, Phil.
Yeah, I'll go.
Look Rakan.
Okay. Got Drake.
Yeah, that
I'm on Levi.
good
I'm
job
on
targeting
I'm on
Rakan.
Play slow, play slow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice, Rakan.
We got Rumber.
Nice, guys.
Alright, we got Rakan.
These are clean comms. These are really clean comms. I like the information that APA is delivering every time. You know,
Darkwing's
top
despite
wave's
being
already covered.
4-0-1.
I can come early.
Only
We get the
slightly
early
ahead.
positioning, and then we target the enemy's initiation so they can't get the jump on us again. And C9 rewarded multiple times.
And that is one of the big differences that C9 will tell you between APA and Loki as well. You know, Loki just did not communicate as much. Obviously, it is a second language. APA is a very vocal player and is going to be really comfortable communicating what he thinks you should be doing in the game. All of
Who would
that
have guessed?
information
The player
has been
that
pretty useful.
C9 fans love
and
to
we've heard
hate
multiple times too. Really
ended up being
confident,
your
listen-ins on these comms.
ended up
He's
being
like,
exactly what you need.
You know, I can go on this play now, and then he'll also follow it up with, "I'm going no matter what."
APA
so
when
it's not
he's not
really
the
a
only
debate
English
anymore
speaker
in
on-
some of these
no.
scenarios, and that kind of removes any sort of doubt from your teammates as far as positioning to follow it up. But nice decisive play there from Cloud9 to kind of retake.
I think Huhi might have just pressed the wrong
Yep,
button
he
because he
definitely
just
did.
used the quickness in the jungle while he was walking up towards top lane.
Sometimes you got to go fast, brother.
Yeah, I guess sometimes
Gotta
you
go
just want
Sonic,
to run
baby.
really fast through the run fast zone in the jungle with the Cloud Rift, but Huhi not having quickness means that Sentinels are going to have to be a little bit more cautious about taking fights here until that is
Oh,
caught back
Darkwing's
up.
missed that,
Darkwing's
but it's fine.
getting comboed down pretty heavily by APA, but
Oh,
Hawk is
nice.
ready and waiting. APA with a Seeker's arm guard, staying alive for
Oh,
now. Spiraling
he
to spare,
lived.
can't kill him.
Not good.
Hawk's now got to
Not
be on the
good.
lookout. Huhi coming to try to protect his jungler, but
Oh,
Blabber's
way
going in
to
here for the side
good
clone.
job job stopping the
Thanatos
dash.
right next to him. Sven's here for the additional damage with the piercing arrow. Hambach's going to fall, and Thanatos takes the kill.
Now they could go straight to Baron
APA,
here.
that was very nice. Really good reactions from him instantly to be able to deal with the attempted play from Hambach. But honestly, the setup from Sentinels,
All right, here we
also
go.
a pretty decent one from them. Unfortunately, the rewards for Cloud9 are going to be huge, huge positioning advantage around Baron. And now Sentinels have no smite,
You need
no
Dark
jungler,
Wings to do
so
a
they just have to
lot
play
of work
5.
here.
Yeah, Impact's already made his way in here with a teleport. Keep your eyes
But
out
he's not
for the
doing much.
equalizer. Vulcan there with a Hex Flash trying to catch Sentinels as they want to stop the Baron. It's already down to 2,000 HP.
Yeah, no.
Smited by Blabber and C9. 21 minutes into the game.
Ooh,
secure
nice
the Baron,
catch.
but now they got to try to make sure they get everybody out. Thanatos and Blabber both low on HP as the curtain call opens up. Vulcan's going to body block the shots as APA has made his way
None.
back. And C9
Nothing.
will walk away successful. No deaths after the Baron.
Big sequence there
Oh,
for C9.
man.
The Zhonya's gets revealed,
Well.
you know, able to survive on the top side because of that. Even though it looked like a good look there from Hambach and Darkwings, they can't
Not
kill him.
looking good.
It's this Q flash that comes out here. Darkwings is trying to bait him. He's trying to go a little bit aggressive. Takes a lot of damage, but as APA steps forward, Q flash.
Every time I
all-
think Sen's
all the
going to give me a
CC
reason
is
to
there,
swap
but
over
they
to their
cannot
side,
100 to
they
0 him,
then
unfortunately.
chuck
The
it out
stasis is enough.
afterwards.
And the stasis is so much value because he immunes the pop on the ultimate from the Hui. And this is why pro players very frequently, almost always, Zhonya's first, then flashed afterwards. Because when you Zhonya's early, that makes Hambach stay around for the follow-up play. Because Hambach's like, oh, well, we got to finish you now. So Hambach stays there by your Zhonyas, tries to
Is
Q
Impact
you
dead?
out of
No,
it.
Impact
and
flash
your
down.
immediate flash afterwards makes sure
Okay, Vulcan
that the
ult down.
follow-up play could be there from Cloud9,
not Vulcan
resulting
ult
in
down.
now
Sven ult
wearing
down.
Baron and taking towers.
Yep, those towers are under pressure as Impact got
Sven
knocked
does
down
have
below
Edge of
half
Night,
HP.
though.
He was forced to flash just to not die there. They cannot afford to lose Impact on the Sentinel side. He's the only one with an individual gold lead so far in this game. After C9 had their big swing with the Baron, Thanatos is just going to mine more plate money off the mid lane tier 2, and it's the C9 push in multiple lanes, really trying to build this lead even further.
You're not wrong.
is
This
gonna
might
get
be a
pretty difficult
Thanatos
here
player of the
for
game
Sentinels.
angle.
Of course, they do have good wave clear with the Hui.
But it still feels
But
like
it's
Sven
scary. They're
a
losing
little bit.
control of this whole area of the map.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and who he's just about to get 100 to 0 there thanks to the hook coming out from Vulcan. One support catches the other, and now Sentinels are once again in a 4v5. Vulcan nearly gets an additional dredge line there to Impact. APA
Oh, here's that fight. Thanatos.
Else occupied. He wants to go all out. And
Oh, there's a good one.
Flash, but he still falls. Thanatos
Nope.
fighting for his
Not
life,
enough.
but he finally drops. Meanwhile, Impact's cleaned up over in the jungle. C9 might have lost their top laner, but they got 3 kills in the process.
Yeah, really nicely
Yeah,
done. APA
this
kind of
is
reinforcing
over.
from the side, made that fight very awkward for
This game
Sentinels. It was
is
hard for Impact to really get involved.
over.
And then Thanatos finds an angle to go very far, get the kills. They're going to be able to push up this tier 2 tower
At what point
bot.
do
They're
we
going to be able
stop
to take the
picking
dragon
Jhin,
at
by
the
the
same
way?
time, move themselves to
It
soul
keeps
points.
losing.
As Hugi's trying to clear out some vision here. He just gets 100 to 0. Mikhail's or not. You can't survive.
I mean, the whole squad jumps out of the bush there, out of your jungle. That is fully lit up. Look at all these wards Cloud9 have, control wards at that through Sentinel's jungle. So they know it's hard, but then this is a tale of 2 top laners. You know, Thanatos is able to get the kill with the extra little support from Sven over the wall here, the long-range sniper.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the Rumble does not fare as well as a Cassandra.
Level 15 on APA, a level ahead.
You can buy a little time with
Even
the Zhonyas or
everywhere else
something.
other than the level ahead on Varus, and Varus is just super effective rather than Jhin, who went Youmu's, and let me guess, Youmu's rapid fire?
Well, they're looking at Sentinels first as Hambach tries to jump in. Who he goes for the
Okay,
quickness, but he only
quickness.
finds the
Oh,
Wukong
that's not
clone.
good.
That is not the engaged Sentinels
Nope,
wanted.
not good.
And C9 will just casually walk away from it.
Blabber did have to
Back
trade out the Cyclone, though, to
away.
disengage there. So he used that to get away. So it is a trade
Back
of ultimates at the very
away.
least. But see, oh,
Yeah, there's your flash engage coming out from
Maybe
Sentinels.
that's
They found their pick onto Blabber, or have they? He goes over the wall, just trying to get back away. Blabber with a fancy feat, staying alive as Hambach dies to the Arcane Storm. Blabber's still cooking, and now Impact sees the damage on Sven, but he cannot find it. C9, beautiful outplay as Darkwings is going to be your next target. The damage is there as Blabber has made his way back in. One more crushing blow might do it, but he can't quite land the damage. Blabber's still burning.
Nobody
but APA's
died.
got the rampage kill into Darkwings. C9
Nobody
don't
died
lose a man.
from C9.
He just eat to him and got behind him as the Q was released from Vi, so he doesn't hit him.
Oh.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was crazy work right there. What the...
And
What?
he's staying around at no HP till the very end of the fight. Goes back in, procs Thundered Sky on 2 people, then goes out. Looks like he's going to burn down, gets Triumph, and lives again. So this was pretty wild.
How the
Again, I like
fuck
the
did he
look
not
here.
die?
Walking forward. They know he has no ult, so they go immediately in onto him. Too much overlap, unfortunately, on the CC, but then flash over the wall, E back to where Hambach was, sidestep on the equalizer, gets around it, trying to heal back up. The locket comes through, sidesteps as well.
There's
on that Q coming through from Darkwings, and then at low HP, he's trying to heal back up. He goes back in for the Sundered Sky heal after
That's
cloning to the
disgusting.
side of that Q. And then, all right, surely we kill him here. He's about to burn down. Nope. Triumph field.
Yeah, I'm
saves
sorry.
it
You got to give
again.
Blabber player of the game for that. I'm sorry.
That's a wild team fight.
Don't have a choice. He's player of the
I
game.
like how we're also just going over how Blabber
It
lives
just
instead
is
of
what
all
it
the
is.
rest of the members just killing Sentinels.
Well, we've got another kill on Sentinels here in the mid lane as Vulcan and Blabber work together for the pick on Rahel. Now that Jhin is out of the picture, this is what we were
Oh,
talking
look at that.
about
A
at the start
Jhin
of
with
the game.
rapid
Like the bot
fire,
lane for Sentinels has to
Yomos,
perform
and
because
Last
Rahel
Whisper.
feels like the main carry
He's
of the
sure
team.
going to do
When
a
that
lot.
Jhin is down, C9 know they can just
God, can
force
we
their
stop
way
picking
through the front
Jhin?
door in the mid lane
For the
and
love
Inhibitor
of
falls
fucking
right out.
God.
If you weren't sure before, this is why Cloud9 have been really clearly been put at this #1 spot in the LCS. This team, the teamwork here is looking really good. The individual plays have been very good for them. I mean, they have a really heavy handle on this series.
All right, he
Maybe
got Last
Sentinels
Whisper.
will be able to
Maybe
bounce
he
back
can be a
still,
champion
but
now.
This gold lead, it's only 27
Maybe he
minutes
can be a
into the game,
champion.
and it's already 7,000, plus the Dragon Soul that we mentioned is now only a minute and a half away, and it's a Cloud Soul at that for all the extra speed to chase them down.
But we got to follow the more important story, Kobe.
All right, somebody might be able to
How
vet
is
this. We know
Thanatos
Jhin
doing?
lost
Oh,
yesterday,
Jhin, the
right?
player of the game,
Has Jhin lost every
Another
single
one where it's
series that he's
hard to
been
get
played
player
in
of
the
the game.
LCS this weekend?
Let me know.
I mean, I think Blabber was correct in the interview where he was like, well, in order for Thanatos to get a player of the game, all the rest of us have to play worse.
They're doing too well. They're all out here. Where's Thanatos?
I'm like 99%. I know it lost yesterday. I just can't remember
pretty
Friday.
good.
Got in.
But it's
He
definitely
couldn't.
like
FlyQuest didn't win the game.
Last time around, it was only like there. So yeah, I think it's
We're improving.
I'm
Pretty
saying
good
this
in
past
the third
weekend,
game.
not
He
the
was
split.
having some fun there. The Cassante at the bottom tower, you know.
Jhin won
Teleports coming
yesterday?
in from C9 here as they are posturing around this Baron yet again. Sentinels trying to do something about it.
I don't
and we
think
did
so.
have a couple of ultis used back and forth here as now Blabber, once again, he's the target from Huhi, but he sidesteps the grand entrance.
Was
Not
it?
super afraid of that one. Thanatos with Pathmaker just going to force Sentinels back again. This map is so dark and so scary for Sentinels right now. C9 are lurking around every corner trying to set these traps with the Nautilus for the pick, with the Wukong for the follow-up, and everybody's fair game.
Berserker played again. Oh,
You've
Berserker
got
was
vision
on
advantage
Jhin.
leading
Oh,
up to the
of
Dragon
course he
Soul
was.
like
Damn
this, and you have
Fine.
Victor and Varus.
But if I
both
remember
coming
correctly,
at you,
Berserker built it
plus
right. He was the one that built like
initiation,
Stormrazor
point-click Nautilus Soul,
into
Wukong
like
follow-up.
IE.
It's just
if I'm not
terrifying for
mistaken.
Sentinels to approach, but they're trying to do it. They're working their way in through the jungle.
Okay.
That was close. If that dredge line would have hit Huhi, Vulcan surely would have set up yet another pick here for the
Stormrazor,
C9
yeah,
side.
that's what it
Impact
was.
is first into the river for Sentinels.
That was
as
the
C9
Ashe
have control
Seraphine
over the
game.
Drake pit
Yeah,
for
now I
now.
remember this.
Hambach only at 2/3 HP. When the buy goes in, he's in some serious danger of getting bursted down if the team's not right.
Oh, look at
behind
that Varus
him. He
Q.
takes damage from a single piercing arrow. Thanatos off to the side, trying to deal with Impact and Darkwings there in the 1v2.
Oh,
As the
God.
C9 engages, and Huhi is already down. Hambach in the middle of everybody will fall second.
Huhi
as
just
Thanatos
dies
goes
so
all
quick.
out and drags Impact all the way in. Blabber picks up a killing spree there onto Rahel as Darkwings knocks Blabber down, but it's only his Guardian Angel. And now
Yeah.
it's an out of mana way. He's out of space. He's out of time. He's almost
Dancing.
out of there.
They're
Okay, they're
dancing,
just gonna
bro.
dance. I was trying to do the whole tempo call, but they're just
That's
gonna
funny.
rub it in.
That's
There's the
funny.
ace for C9. They're gonna take the Cloud Soul, and the only thing they get to use the speed for is a faster march to the enemy nexus.
Okay, well-
29 minutes into the game, 11,000 gold lead, and C9 is going up 2-0 in this series, showing why they are
29.
such heavy favorites.
Yeah, APA was like, all right,
50.
I'm gonna let you live for a while.
2950
And then
was the
Darkwing
timer
tries to do a combo.
specifically.
He's like,
So,
I'm gonna fear you and
all right, let's do this. 2950.
Doesn't matter. Next game. Honestly,
All right, so minus 50 would be
Cloud9 were able to dissect Sentinels really well.
what?
Yeah, they already have such a huge
Ugh,
lead in the
dude,
game.
time math fucks with me. When it's not even 100 units, I'm trying to think in 60. It messes with me so bad.
What do you think, analyst?
So it'd be
I think
26.
the synergy's looking great.
And what'd I say?
I think we got to the point where Sentinel's composition.
What time was it? 29. So then 29. But we have to remove. So 48 minus 29 would be 19. But we have to remove an extra minute because of the second ticking over. So it would be 18:26. That's C9 has to win this next game in 18 minutes and 26 seconds to be able to beat the record.
A little bit jumpy. So let's pull in to full screen right here.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen.
APA goes in to get stunned.
Let's tweet it out. Let's see what happens.
Charging his Q. Now, he's actually in range that this Q will connect. So if it doesn't connect, APA could just flash. And then, for what it's worth, 20 minutes in, you have a 4-0 mid laner, a 2-2-2 Victor, getting his flash. Great. Play
So,
done. Play the map.
in
Instead,
order,
watch what
here,
Hombuck
let's
does
go full screen here. So, in
Look at that.
order,
He flashes to land the Q. Watch his cooldowns, though. Ults immediately. Doesn't even
in
read
order
his
for
first E.
Cloud9
So he's a little
to
bit low on damage.
win this series faster than their
Arguably, at the health that he's at,
than the
260,
Fly Quest or
maybe
than the
he
Fly
has a chance of
series.
dying if he gets that E in. Is able to immune the
They
ult
need
damage.
to
Then Hombuck
win
goes
in
for the Q
on
off the stopwatch, doesn't time it perfect, so APA flashes it. But now notice, since Hombuck doesn't have flash from
18th one?
overextending the first time, then he falls,
By
and that's what starts Cloud9 from starting to burn. And
18:26
this could just be an opinion thing, but if I pull up the full vision here, I believe when the other team has Smite, they're just trying to get Baron
Possible?
as low as possible. So
Yes.
when you're Jhin right here and your Rumble teleporting
Probable?
in, up in the top, as soon as that Rumble
No.
goes in, I would like
Possible?
to see Rahel open up, start firing curtain calls, and
Yes,
impact,
if
equalize a line right
Dom
below the Baron to
and
not help the Baron, but start
and
chunking.
Nero
Because just letting them hit it for this
bless
long,
us with
then,
a
in fact, never engaging because by
wild
the time they
early
pop the
game
equalizer, the
draft.
Baron's basically in smite range, and Rahel only opening up after the play, I think is like a series of play from about just before 20 minutes to just after
There we
21
go.
minutes that kind of lost them the game.
That's all
in
I'm
my
saying.
opinion. The over-aggressive from Hombuck.
I will say, you know,
What do you think they should do in that situation?
That's
with
all I'm
Baron?
saying. Why do I need this series? I don't. Nobody needs it to. But what? Like, here's my thing. With this series that we know is so obviously going to be a 3-0, how do you make it fun and entertaining? The answer is you try and encourage them to win in a faster period of time. That's how you add entertainment value to this. Because otherwise, just watching them dunk on a team that I know is going to be like ridiculously one-sided. Like, it's tough. Apparently, Caedrel's co-streaming LCS next weekend. Nice. We love to see that. I heard he's co-streaming now.
We have a tie in the POG votes. And usually when we get into a
Yes,
tie,
he is.
the
He's
fans
got
are-
38,000. Oh god, our viewership is going to be. Hold up. Let's see what esports charts has our viewership at right now.
He was Doka. Was he the player of the game?
Let's see.
He did fine. I think
yeah.
The only thing is Impact roamed on that one timer that he had to the to the blue.
Get rid of the player of the game. I want to see the snacks. We'll review it afterwards.
Like he can't make it there, so I mean, it was good by Impact to try to have an impact on the game. True.
Hey, yo, we got 108,000. Let's go. We're up in our average. Hell yeah. Look at that. And this might not even be including Caedrel because the numbers that it's showing here are like LCS on YouTube, which has 27K. The Twitch channel is 18K. Double It, Biano, Sneaky's in there, Toad's in there. Hey, we're holding strong with our 200 viewers across YouTube and Twitch. Thank you very much.
But overall, his lane phase was solid, and mid game he was playing really solid, and he pumped out a lot of damage in these fights, so deserved this game. But you know, top laners, we need to get some love. So no matter what, I'm voting a top laner to play the game next.
I mean, you're voting next game.
28,000 damage from the APA, slightly more than the 8,600 damage from Cassandra.
I mean, honestly,
but also
I don't
damage
even.
on kills is a stat we like to look at as well. So APA also very contributory towards the kills. So
Contributory? Huh? Is that a
I think
word?
that's a new word.
Okay, yeah, we just made it right here.
lingo.
Yeah. We'll see if they can continue to be contributory towards the victory with Game 3 coming up after this short break.
All right, we'll watch the ads and then we're gonna go back for a snack break. See if we can catch what was
Red Bull gives you wings.
what was on the table.
Rich in the ground before Dove can even get there. In time to try to knock out. As Impact gets burst. Don't feed.
Bro, look at the names on this ad. Dignitas Dove, Shopify Wild Turtle. How long ago was that ad filmed? That's funny.
Holy smokes. You don't look so good, boss.
Tell me about it. It's a real
2023? Yep.
And I'm burnt out.
Yep.
Here, try a Red Bull. It's devilishly good.
Red Bull?
Devilishly good.
Oh, that tastes heavenly. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Wings? Wings? I can't have wings. Not in my position.
Red Bull gives you wings.
That's funny. That's funny. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Uh-oh. What? Oh, sorry. I was keeping them there because we were outside. All right, let's go back and look at the snack review time. Now that we're back on this period.
That was horrible.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I slipped and I fell. I slipped 4 times and I fell. Because I
Are you
walked
okay?
in a boat.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, I guess. You know, because my foot's broken and I'm walking home in the snow with my boot.
By the way, isn't your appointment supposed to be tomorrow?
I canceled it.
Yeah, I figured so. When they rescheduled.
Yeah. Ola.
Oh, here
You
you
should
go.
have come and walked me, baby.
I should have.
Being a gentleman. Yeah, guys, I have a broken foot. Hold on. Wait. Your stupid desk's in the way.
No, you can see it under the desk right there. If you,
Where?
yeah, if you keep it under. If you keep it under. Yep, right there.
You can barely see it.
Yeah, you can see the boot a little bit. Yep, there it is.
Foot up.
Oh, you want to know something wild that you're going to find fascinating?
Will I?
Hold up, look at
Will I,
this.
David?
No, you will. Hold up, you will. Google.com/maps.
Yes, yeah, hold on before you tell me. Yeah, I broke my foot. I have a badly sprained ankle and I have a stress fracture. Like a week and a half ago, I fell. Oh, wait, let me tell you guys. Some douche canoe was on the fucking sidewalk, riding his bike on the sidewalk, right? And he zoomed down and he almost hit into me. I ran out of the way and I slipped on a patch of black ice. My ankle went and then I landed on my foot. And so, yeah, I broke my foot a little bit. And now, yeah, we're in a state of emergency because we're getting
A blizzard.
yeah, literally a blizzard. What is it? What did they call it? A bomb cyclone?
Yep.
But it's, I had to go to work, you know, because they made us still go to work. And I'm walking, trying to walk home. This boot, broken foot boot, is not very walkable. It's very slippery. And so I slipped like 4 times and fell once. Yeah, so someone should have come and walked me home.
What am I going to do? Carry you? I literally can't.
Arm. You give me your arm and you walk me home.
I know
Co-streaming
you, first and foremost. Okay. Yes, co-streaming
Hey,
argument.
I'm walking here.
I know you.
Walking here.
Even if I was holding on to your arm, you would still slip and fall and drag me down with
you
you.
gotta be a gentleman. Help me out.
All right, so you're gonna like this first and foremost. So this looks familiar to you, right? Methodist
Obviously.
University. Yep, college. Look what they put across the street.
Is that fucking sheets? Is that a sheet? Sheets!
They put a sheets directly
You know
across
what
from
would be even
Methodist.
better?
What?
Waffle House.
Well, the Waffle House is still down the road, is it not?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It closed.
No, if you go past the
Thank you.
Burger King, you go past the Burger King, you go past here. It's on the right side here, is it not?
I think it closed.
I don't think it did.
Whoa. I can actually lift my leg a lot higher than this, but
Pizza Hut,
yeah, dance up. Whoa. But not with a broken foot.
Taco Bell. I'm 99% certain.
It closed. I'm
No, I'm telling you.
AJ told me it closed.
I'm telling you. There's a hold up. No, it's right there.
Oh, why are you yelling?
Because I knew it was there.
Okay.
Yeah, right there, right next to the Lowe's.
You guys hear this?
See, it's not even that far. It's right by it. Remember the sports bar DMs that we went to right after?
Yep.
See, there's the church on the right. And then if you go up here past the trees here. And then
Emily wearing and you wearing blue? Seeing Emily wearing and you wearing
red. You're wearing red. He corrected it.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you got...
Emily. Hi.
Oh, wait, they closed DMs. I wonder who bought it. I don't know. This. I told him about how a friend of mine got shot the other.
My hair's all wet. My hair was looking lioness earlier today. It looked amazing, did it not? My hair looked lioness earlier, but now I'm just got, pummeled by snow, so my hair's all fucking wet.
I will not comment.
Because David
I will not comment.
didn't walk me home.
So my friend tries to
Broken foot. Y'all would have understood if he had to come walk me home, right? Mm-hmm.
Hi, Mr. ShyKnock. What's your take on the Stevie Max show?
You guys missed my vacuuming, huh?
Not when we're co-streaming. God, no.
Vacuum that scraggly ass beard. That's right, they're tearing you up because you didn't walk me home, bitch. What kind of husband are you? And Coco wants desperately up on your lap.
She's fine. You can take her.
No, she's not. Hold on. This is my baby.
Also, Sorty, thank you for the prime sub and the follow.
This is my baby. This is my honey bear. Coco is getting in on the name calling too. That's right. Tell him.
Broadway should have just shut down, but those producers would. Oh God.
Tell him David.
What's your thoughts on Broadway not closing down?
No, I mean I understand to an extent this afternoon because working for Broadway, I get it wasn't bad at all.
Really?
Like going in, it was. I mean, nothing was sticking because it was. Don't forget, it's been 40 degrees. So
yep.
For a while, I mean, it was coming down hard, but nothing was sticking. So like, I understand not canceling the afternoon shows, but they canceled all the evening shows, and they should because the blizzard is getting really bad now. Had the blizzard been bad earlier and they didn't cancel, then yes, I would have been pissed. But yeah, so.
Emily, what are your opinions on T1 getting eliminated?
Who's T1? Which one's that?
T1. Just what are your thoughts on them getting without any further context? What's your thoughts on them getting eliminated?
I think it's a good thing.
Why?
Because depending who they played against, maybe they won, and I'm glad they won.
T1 didn't win though.
You said they didn't win.
Yeah, they didn't win. That's what I said.
Yeah. So who won?
D plus Kia won.
Who should have won? I don't know.
You tell me who should have won.
I don't know. Not T1. How about that?
Okay, good to know.
Fuck T1.
No, okay, well that we're not gonna
Did
say.
they stay open for the? Yes, they did.
That we're not gonna say.
I can't comment, but I have feelings. No, I think without going into a lot of details, I think I hope that Broadway changes in the future and puts the safety of their employees, actors, everyone, stagehands, everyone ahead. Like I hope that they put their safety before profits again in the future if we have a state of emergency like that. But yeah, because that was bad. So that last one, because we got over a foot of snow, it was bad. And there were a lot of elderly people and disabled people who had to come to work and stuff. So yeah, not fun.
All right, I gotta get back to this.
Didn't they? Yes, they did. Like I said, they did stay open. That was okay.
We don't want Emily getting doxxed in death threats, Grill. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that, Grill.
Why would somebody say that?
If you say fuck T1, that could be clipped and like put on Korean forums and not fun.
You asked me. I don't even know who these people are.
You were just reading chat, to be fair, when you read that.
Oh no, I said the comment that was there.
Yeah, I know.
What?
I'm just saying.
Go clip me seriously. I read a comment. Oh
Send the trucks.
I never said F anyone.
We're gonna get Emily's name on a truck in Korea. You're gonna become villain number 1.
Thank you for your time. What, you all have trucks outside your New Jersey? What does that mean? What trucks?
T1 fans, when they're angry at the organization, they buy trucks with like the signs on the side of them to put a message saying like
I don't
fire.
even follow this. I don't know what's going on.
Oh wait, that's a vein.
I read a comment. Okay, this is the camera here. I read a comment that said "fuck." You know.
All right, let me finish this. This will probably be over after this game. So, and then I got a bunch of other stuff I gotta do. So,
Someone gonna clip me?
No, you'll be fine.
Get yelled at?
Yep, you'll be fine.
You tell them off, baby.
Obviously, I got you. All right, I gotta focus. Fun things are happening in draft.
You want me to vacuum for you?
No, nor the dishes.
Do you want me to come in here and vacuum?
No,
Like
nor
in
the
front-
dishes.
You know, like vacuum right here.
Nope.
Bye.
Have fun. I love you too. Have fun.
You have pizza for me too.
Yeah, there's a cheese pizza over there.
Champ Select went down is because they are investigating a potential Champ Select bug. It's going to be like pretty much everything else where we have these Champ
Okay,
Select
so.
issues. If it's deemed to be the error of the player, you're playing vain.
Wait, it was a misclick? Please tell me it was not a misclick and he's actually forced to play Vayne. Oh, hold up.
I just want to show
If he's using the same mouse and it's the same double-click mouse thing.
A little bit lower.
Did my fat
You
girl,
gotta get a new mouse now, bro. Like, what?
Well,
Who locked that in, though? It wasn't him.
No, it wasn't, because it was fourth pick,
Yeah,
so
it
it would have
was.
been,
So someone else did the clicking this
There's no way that's a bug or a misclick. Come on.
Does he have the same mouse? What's going
Please
on?
let it be fan. No.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I know.
Doesn't
No.
really make sense that that it would have been a pick either way. But yeah, like you said,
You're
basically-
telling
basically
me
if you
that
don't know
it's
how these work, what they do
somehow
is
the
they have a
impact
full
picks
recording of,
both
like,
time
every
that are
button press,
bugs?
your
Come on.
screen, everything that's going on, every mouse movement, everything is recorded, and then League Ops can go and they can watch everything back, make sure they know exactly what happened. You know, was it a client error? Recording of like every button press, your screen, everything that's going on, every mouse movement, everything is recorded.
Hey, yo, Golden Glue. Is that brush burn or are you having fun out there? That's that's like I mean
Here for Sentinels, I do think they need to be able to
Oh,
play aggressively in
God.
the bottom lane, going up against
Oh,
Aphelios Thresh.
God.
Sven is going to be back
Jesus
on a champion that
Christ.
just scales forever with Aphelios. Like, this is going to be a late game problem, and I want to see Sentinels really try to punish it and run the lane early.
What did you do?
Yeah.
Admit
Did you
your
lock Vayne
crimes.
top blind?
Did you repent?
He was talking. He was talking, apparently. Too much chatting.
Jesus Christ, dude. That
following the
thing's
APA
like
way.
3/4 big.
He's following the APA footsteps,
That thing's
man.
massive.
Cute in their Timo hats. I'm not buying it.
Dear
I
God.
think it's a
What-
bamboozle.
Various Timo
What
hats.
word did you use?
Yeah, wait a
I've tuned in
second.
twice and both times ShyKnock is looking at dude's necks.
Should we default to
I
Shylock?
can't help it that I got a freaking Mars-sized thing that's right on the screen there. I can't not see that. Like,
Did he insta-lock a Vayne and then start trash talking really good? I don't know.
make fun of it. That's not Roxanne. That's a hickey. That's not an appearance thing.
They're going to be pretty unhappy.
Golden smiling.
He is smiling, but is he smiling because it's like...
And that's not mocking anybody's appearance. You're free to have a hickey if you want. I'm also free to laugh at the absurdity of having a hickey on a public spot on your neck in a situation like this.
What a Golden Glue is like, all right.
That's not a birth, like, if that's a birth defect, fine. If somebody gets into an accident, fine. If that's a hickey, I'm sorry, but we're going to call that shit out. It could be a skin condition. I've seen so many videos of Golden Glue. I've never once seen that there. Unless somehow I've missed it the entire time that I've seen him on video for 6+ years now. There's, like, I find that so...
I hope that we, like, Sentinels make
Hang
some
on, I'm
content
gonna...
around it and actually, like,
Just
do,
to
like,
prove
more
my
of the
case.
story, 'cause
Yeah.
it's
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, they have to reverse sweep.
Luna,
They have to do
relax.
With the blind Vayne. Well, I mean, it could be mid, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you though. I feel like Vayne into Ziggs,
You're just gonna be under your tower.
the wave gets kaboomed, and
no.
you just sit there and try to farm under turret.
Yeah, exactly. You know, because when I was thinking through, like, I like playing Vayne, and I don't play Vayne mid or anything, but like when you play it into Mage's bot, you just live under your tower and you never get to interact, and you're just kind of getting poked, right? It's very, very difficult. So I would think that would be the difficulty.
Funny.
Like maybe there's a world in which you
Before,
can
I think it's funny when
Yeah, no, that ain't a birthmark. There's nothing on either side.
But it seems horrible.
I gotta say, Golden Glue smile. It's looking suspicious. They were laughing like that was a smile like, oh, haha. Maybe we did like.
I was gonna say I've watched enough Golden Glue content over the years.
Famous LCS superstar Michael I'm a Cutie Pie Santana once said, "How will the
Could be a hive.
you're doing if you don't know what you're
Could be.
Sometimes you
But if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, looks like a duck, like
Just go random.
I'm ready to believe.
either way, there's no shame in it, no matter what. It ain't body shaming. Let's be very clear.
It's just wild. Like, look at my next move.
Why would he do that move?
Didn't expect that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Why are they redoing all it? I'm assuming it'll be same picks. Yeah, it's exact same picks.
That's facts.
Are you rage baiting or have you never gotten a hickey?
Their draft prep hasn't worked so far.
Guys, YouTube chat, I'm about to cut the shit out real fucking quick if we start getting personal here. I am not afraid to make this like member only chat. Don't be going at fucking anybody here. If y'all can't control yourselves, this shit's gonna change real quick. We can joke about things, but the second y'all get a little too personal, then we got a problem. Not you. Not you. Somebody else's. Just somebody going at somebody else in chat.
State of League of Legends this season. It is very, very difficult to.
I'm actually gonna time this out. This is you're getting put in timeout for 30 minutes.
Maybe you have experience in the past where you lost in 18 minutes with a top lane Vayne. Were you the Vayne or?
I'm not putting up with that. Nope. Going straight to a timeout.
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer.
Okay.
Also, yes.
Okay, so as you all can see, we're recreating the draft. Everything up through Vayne and including
Okay.
Vayne has to be the same as it was the first time, and then we will be able to wrap things up. So you've got your Zen and your Malphite bands, you've got your Galio,
Getting
and your
back on
Gwen
track.
is going to be the other one.
Okay, chat. What's your best Vayne counter then? In this multiple scenarios where you get blind picked
Give me
Vayne in front of
Teemo
you.
with Ignite.
Yeah.
You give me Teemo with Ignite, and if
Okay.
I'm that Vayne, I got something else to do, buddy. We're alt F4ing this champ select.
What's so funny too, because
Gotta walk my cat or something.
Yeah, because pro drafts are in the
Alright, come
order
on.
of the seeding. Rahel has to be like, hey, I got
Wait,
you
we're redoing
something.
it again?
here's the Vayne.
Wait, what was Rahel playing? Lucian. They can swap.
Yeah, yeah.
He can say, my bad, dog. You
Yeah,
can take the Lucian.
yeah.
We'll play Nami Vayne bot.
Exactly.
Could be funny. Wait,
Yeah,
are we
he's-
out of it again?
Head down and shake.
Not again.
I think that.
Okay.
What is going on here, bro?
Some seat is empty.
Okay.
Where is Blabber?
All right, so I have an update. We are dropping Champ Select one more time. League officials are going to find the great big sacred rule book and see if it is at all possible for there to be a situation where this gets remade. Everybody's just making 100% sure that he has to play through with the Vayne. That's what I've been told.
Okay.
So they're just triple checking the rules, making
Oh
sure that this is how
my
it goes. We'll let you know.
God,
Blabber's also
yes.
Checking with them.
Yes.
He left his seat. I was like, hold on.
Yeah, maybe he's the one who knows where the book is.
Have you checked Article 34.c/f?
Make him play it.
Vayne?
Make him play
It's
it.
funny because it's interesting, you know, like the C9 guys. Like I know Vulcan, when the Aatrox Impact incident happened, he was tweeting saying like, you know, he didn't think he should have to play through, right?
Yeah.
APA's waving to the crowd.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Oh,
I think
no,
you
he's-
pivot,
they're
you put
taking a
Lucian
picture
mid.
of
Put Vayne bot. It's better than putting Vayne top. Vayne top
He's
is going to
reading
get
the
countered
signs.
so hard.
He's reading the sign.
posing.
Yeah, he's just. Well, his posture.
He's trying to intimidate the crowd.
His posture wasn't looking good. So
Don't
maybe
be intimidated, crowd.
his
Don't
back
back
is, yeah.
down.
What, a real game
How
3?
about
No,
the
I
whole
think game
crowd
3 was
stands
going to
up
be
and
a
says,
slap
"Get
no
him
matter
back
what.
at him."
Get him.
There-
Yeah, see? We got a couple.
Ah,
There we go.
You made him sit back down.
Yeah,
You made him
see?
sit down. Nice.
There's strength in numbers.
The crowd won the ego check.
Doesn't matter where your elo is. There's enough of you that you would be able to combine your might and beat him in League of Legends.
I mean, let's be
All
honest.
queue up.
It
Everyone
really
says
doesn't
yeah,
matter
everyone
what's
says yeah.
picked here. I highly doubt.
All right, Blabber's
I mean,
back.
okay.
Did he find the rule?
I get it. You still gotta
Maybe.
be fair and everything, but there's no like. I'm sorry.
I'm not 100% sure.
We might be on
So
1826
if you are
watch.
just joining us, basically what happened was Rahel accidentally locked Vayne, and then it was determined that it was the player error, not like a client issue or anything like that. They remade the game, but then I guess there was a
They're like, "Are
decision
you sure?"
to investigate it a little bit more, to make
Inve-
doubly sure
Jesus
that
Christ.
the rules do say
Oh
that
my
they actually
God.
have to play it. So they're figuring that out, so we'll just give you updates as we have them. It's a bit of a new situation for me. I can't really think of a lot of situations that this has ever happened in. I don't think I've ever cast a game with like an accidental champion pick like that. I know the famous one is always,
Blabber
like,
didn't catch
Rammus,
it.
and then they had to play Rammus support in. I think that was a relegation game or a promo relegation
I
game.
don't think that I was casting it, so it was probably Jat was casting it. I don't know if we can like remote call a friend, Jat, what happened in that scenario.
Yeah.
Because that's a very famous one in
And
history.
they had to play it. To my recollection, that was promo relegation,
We're
right?
waiting
That
to
was
see
like
if
a
somebody
Game 5
picked
promo
it on
relegation.
accident and
I
has to
believe
play
so,
it, or if
because I
it got like
was not
auto
casting that
selected and
one,
you
but
can
I
pick
casted
otherwise.
The next time
We have no
the
clue.
Piglet would
Played,
face,
and that was your story?
would face high like later on in a different like promo relegation with old like eyeball FlyQuest.
Yeah, it was
What?
Game 5, Grand Finals
Nice.
of Academy. C9 Challenger versus Team Liquid Academy. And
Well,
they had
I remember the game of theirs that I
And it all got
casted
caught by it,
in
like
the
it's not-
pre-game lobby because this was back before we had the technology to put the
Nice.
chat on the screen. Piglet just typed, "Rammus can't save you this time, high." like it was a dramatic line from an action movie. It was. I will
Okay,
never
come on.
forget that pre-game banter. That was great. But yeah, that's the only thing that
Somebody
comes
come
to
out with the
mind when
ruling.
I think about this either is just okay, accidental Rammus from 8 years ago, but
I have cast some games where there was no jungle items purchased, and they find out after killing the first thing. Kobe has an
I have an
update.
important update. They
Oh.
did find a rule, and Rahel is going to be allowed to change the champion.
Boo!
Oh, interesting.
I think that improves the game quality that we're about to see. So I think the crowd cheering is correct.
Give me the vein.
interesting. Okay, so I guess the Vayne is not
Give
the
me the
truth
Vayne.
after all.
So
Wouldn't that be funny if they
basically
still
the
locked in
TLDR
Vayne
that I've
fifth
just been
pick?
given by my
It'd be
producer
funny.
Is because Cloud9 did not lock a champion after the Vayne was locked in, essentially they're saying like the ruling is that there is no like disadvantage to Cloud9, you know, for allowing them to redo this this accidental pick. Like that is the kind of TLDR that I've been given. So that is going to be the ruling, I guess. So I guess we are going to go through the draft once again. Third time's the charm.
But everything up until Vayne, but now not including Vayne, must remain the same. So all 10
pretty
same
wild.
bands, all of
Fine.
the first 6
Whatever.
picks are going to be the same thing, and then just no.
Whatever. It's not like it's
So
going to make
watch
that
Vayne
big of a
again,
difference
folks.
anyways.
I definitely
But
want
fine.
some content from Sentinels around how they're going to improve their champion select on stage, because
I still want it to be Vayne.
ridiculous here. We have a lot, how many remakes and how long we have to wait for them with Guardian Aatrox and Blind Vayne slams, Golden Glue. that should
I
be
mean,
number
Kobe
one
calling
thing
it
for the
out.
coach.
I like that he is.
Check your
Everybody's
runes.
next, Monday practice here for the team. Everybody, champ select practice for an hour, over and over and over.
It is really funny. I mean, obviously, these guys have so much practice doing it, but I've seen these kind of things happen a lot of times across a lot of games where pros, you know, get to
So
a tournament,
sad.
they forget little things about their setup, and then they go into a tournament match and they like have the wrong settings, or they forgot to change, you know, turn off mouse excel on their mouse, or like all
And
kinds
we're
of things
back in
like
draft.
this. And
Okay, fine.
get completely cooked because of it.
It's just some goofy setting. Well, okay, we've got our first 6 picks locked back in. Just got to get through these last couple of bands here, and then we'll see what they actually want to pick on the Sentinel side.
Whew, okay.
So, you know what? Vayne actually kind of looks good here. Maybe I
swear-
will go with it.
I swear to God, if they end up with a Vayne anyway,
they have to play it.
That is.
You know what? You know what would be
That's
so?
not Vayne.
You know,
Oh,
that is the opposite
Bill.
of Vayne.
Jesus
Really is.
Christ.
Seconds. All right, Cloud9 pick Vayne now.
Also, you guys got to
What's
see
up,
this
bro?
hilarious
Take
tweet
this
reply
out.
that came in
Scion. Ha ha.
to the
That would be
C9
really
post.
funny. We're getting a Rek'Sai, which could be top. Honestly, I think
nice.
it will be top.
Oh, this is also fun too, because the Maokai got a nice buff on this patch.
Somebody said, ShyKnock, if you thought the U.S. beat the ass of Canada, never watch hockey again, you're not funny.
We're gonna see some pro play. Maokai was on my
Sounds
list.
like a personal problem
Got
to me.
some nice buffs to the Q damage.
Go cry
so
a
Blabber
little
here
bit
with
more
this
about
jam.
it. Why don't you?
You can do a lot of very crazy jungle steals with
Go
Maokai
cry more.
really early on, because you can like walk up to their Raptors.
Think I give a shit?
Guaranteed steal
Nope.
with Q and Smite. Maokai Q is mega damage to jungle monsters, and so you can Q Smite pretty much anything.
Is
and
mega
steal
damage
it away.
more or less damage than like ultra damage?
Well, there's a tier list. Let me check here.
The worst part is
bigger.
he's reading that tweet
Mega
wrong.
is bigger.
It wasn't
Mega's
even
the
that the
biggest
U.S.
damage you
beat
can
the ass of
Super
Canada.
Mega
It's just
is
that you want the
Super Mega.
opportunity
This
to
is
beat
Super Mega
somebody's
Death
ass.
Rocket.
So their
Yeah,
reading,
it's the biggest
their
damage
reading
you
literacy
can
ain't
from the
great to
game.
begin with.
Fair.
Especially because they added death into there.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. The more adjectives, the better. All right. Well, TF coming
So,
through Darkwing,
let's
that'll be
just be
interesting.
honest.
So
I
are we
don't
able to
thi-
play towards side lanes? You kind of
I don't
really
know if
think,
I like
though,
the
it's
SEN
only
draft at
towards
all.
One side lane. Let's be honest. You kind of
You
wanna
might
play
have been
towards
better
that
with the
Lucian.
Vayne.
A lot of setup for Vulcan's
You
Thresh
might
this
have been
game,
better
which
with
is
the
great.
Vayne.
You have the Maokai CC. Obviously, you have the Gravitum root, which we saw Masu and Cryogen dominating a 2v2 lane. You know, with that setup, you throw out that purple gun, get the root, hook there to follow it up. And if you're able to connect the hook onto Nami, especially
I don't see a
in lane,
world
if
where
Nami's not
Sentinels
playing
wins
cleanse,
this
obviously
game.
Lucian will be. That can
There's
sometimes
zero
just be a
chance.
100-0 look.
All right, let's get to it. We have finally resolved the champ select. This could be the last game of the series if C9 can close it out clean. Both best of five so far this weekend have been
Yeah,
a
I need that
3-0
Golden Glue
sweep.
interview, like,
Cloud9
now.
would love to make this one
First
be the
question,
same
don't you
thing,
think Vayne
head
is better than a
towards
zero
that
or
grand
zero
final
damage draft?
next weekend, next Sunday, for their shot at going to first stand. Sentinels taking to the Rift. Again, so much pressure, I feel like, on this bottom lane, on this Lucian Nami to
There's
perform.
no way Golden Glue takes an interview after that. There's no way.
I knew we were going to get some chat at the beginning. and you mentioned it as well, Isaac, when we were in the pause, how on social media, last time when Sentinels did have to play with the Guardian Aatrox,
Exactly,
Vulcan
pretentious.
himself was on
Exactly.
Twitter. He was like, what? We got to watch this? And so C9 here.
Bro, why is the
also kinda
champs
happy
like-
to have a good, clean game here.
Why is the
honest
champ
game of
select
League of
music so
Legends.
loud?
2 grass tanks auto attacking
And
each
still
other
ongoing.
the way God intended it.
And
Okay,
no
thank
kill
God
threat
it's
at all.
done.
Just
no
two
damage
wet
to be
noodles.
seen.
Whew.
Rek'Sai's actually been taken down a notch since Worlds, where it always used to just push inside and get these advantages.
Well, while the laning phase is just now starting, we've got Dokla standing by for an interview with Coach Golden Glue.
Oh boy.
And I'm here with Golden Glue of Sentinels. Golden Glue, this has been the second time a Champ Select issue has happened under your tenure as head coach. What does it say about your leadership?
That's a very good question, Dokla. I think it says that in my environment, we're willing to make mistakes. We're willing to take that extra risk or that extra step and learn and improve from it. That's what I think that shows.
I mean, that's great because, you guys are top 3 right now, so I can see the improvements throughout the split. Down 0-2 in the series, what do you need to do to come back?
I think we need to team fight better. I think in the last game, we could have won that third dragon. We're kind of just getting out team fought on the third dragon. I think we're not really finding the right angles. So this game we have a bit more of a pick comp, and we have a bit stronger lanes with the Lucian Nami into this Thresh. So trying to snowball and kind of play a different pace of game this game.
Yeah, you gave APA his Ziggs here, so what was the thought process behind that? Because,
I guess he can just first pick blind Ziggs. Let's see, maybe we'll punish it, maybe not. Flash, kill his ass. Oh.
He's going down. Oh,
That is what we do versus the first pick Ziggs. That is what we do. It was all according to my master plan.
And there you have it. So looks like Sentinel's going to go for the reverse
All right.
sweep here. And we'll toss it back to Flowers and the rest of the crew. What do you guys think about that?
Okay, Golden Glue. I
think
appreciate
they did
that.
indeed flash kill his ass. The Ziggs is down for first blood, and it's Sentinels on the board fast in this third one.
And this was Hombach with an altered timing. He did 4
Good Dokla
camps
interview.
and ganking from
I
the bottom
appreciate that.
side as Jarvan. So the unexpected timing, since he's clearing off the regular camps on red side, does mean when you go for early ganks like that, you pay jungle camps usually, and Blabber's going to make you pay. Blabber will steal away the blue buff after the early Jarvan gank that results in him having a level lead.
Not the biggest fan of that
currently
kill
in the
going
jungle.
to the Jarvan, but
My big
it
question
is
can he
what it
double scuttle
is.
as well?
What
Because
can
he
you
obviously
do?
stole the blue. He's just going to recall, so won't be able to double scuttle. So is going to just get that blue buff advantage. But still, nicely done by Hambach. Grabs that early first blood, puts some pressure on APA, and now he is flashless. And
Dokla's a guy that
repeat, with the flash gold card, so has to be careful.
Nice hook there from Vulcan. The death sentence lands
That
onto
hit?
Rahel. The Lucian does not want to use the cleanse that early because he knows there's not any kill threat
Yeah,
yet. but it does mean
Dokla
he loses half his
honestly
health
has a
bar.
pretty
obviously,
good
while we're
career
watching
ahead of
mid
him
lane,
on
you did
the
miss- Hui
analyst
lost his
desk if he
flash very
keeps working
early,
on
'cause his
like
flash has
his
been down for a
on-camera
while, so
personality
Hui has
side of
lost
things.
his flash. And
He's
used
got
his
the
heal
knowledge,
that was
obviously.
Vulcan's heal, so
His cadence of
obviously a lot
speaking
of
is pretty
action
good.
happening
It's just
early
a
on
matter
in
of like
And you're seeing some of the
formalizing
ramifications
everything
of
and
the
kind of
nerf I was
getting
talking about on
getting
Rek'Sai, where
the rhythm of
they
it
did
down.
take Rek'Sai down a notch since Worlds, where at Worlds we were constantly getting Rek'Sais pushing in, getting turret plate leads and CS leads over Scion players. But the sustain on minions was taken down a bit, and so it's not quite as impressive as it was
Alright,
previously.
CS check,
Still keeping
even
up
in
the pressure,
mid,
though.
even
Still,
in
of
bot,
course,
even
you know,
in
double
top.
grasp, going for these trades and trying to sustain through. Just a little bit better for the Scion angle, and the teleport back once you have
Say
Bramble.
APA is gonna back. He's gonna grab the tier probably.
I mean, Bramble's okay, but honestly, the healing is not while he's auto-attacking you, so he's not actually applying that debuff. So
Right, yeah.
I never am actually a very big fan of Bramble in this matchup. I just think almost all the sustain. Yeah, you're reducing maybe some like grasp healing or whatever, but every time he burrows, when you have that
No,
full rage
okay,
bar at
went
this
last
point,
chapter.
as Hui could be in some
Okay,
trouble.
wait a minute.
They're
Sven
trying
might be able to
fight
get a
back,
kill.
though, as Rahel jumps in after Sven, hits him with the full
This is
Lucian
kinda
combo. Sven down
tough,
to 300
though.
HP, but the
Close.
bubble doesn't find its target. Hambach throws out the Dragon Strike, and as soon as he does that,
Blabber
Blabber decides
is
it's time to
gonna
go in
go
because the
for
enemy
Hambach.
jungler doesn't have his escape mechanism.
Hambach
Sven
is
roots him up
just
with grab
dead.
him, and Blabber smashes him down with the Bramble Smash.
A really good counter gank here, and this is where you start to see junglers fall behind. When you do an early gank
Not
towards
good.
mid, drop a little bit of camps, and then another gank on bottom side, and Blabber has been clearing here. This
The whole
Maokai
point
with
of
the
this
CS
bot
lead,
lane in
and
Lucian
now
Nami is that
after
it's
the
supposed to get
counter,
ahead, but if
has
it's
an
already
kill for
falling behind a
himself on
Felios
top
Crash,
of it
that's a
too.
problem.
This is going to be a very beefy tank Maokai. I think Blabber is set up to have a very big impact on these team fights. Your ultimate is just always so much crazy value, Sapling's vision value, and you're going to be very tanky on the front line. He has the phase rush as well, so pretty slippery.
Okay,
Blabber is
APA.
showing up mid here to answer the support roam from Hui as well.
Fine.
And he always talks
Good
about it
bubble from
himself.
Hui.
Blabber, even though it's not like this carry champ, this flashy champ, he has an insane win rate on it. Lifetime.
He does. And people always meme these Enchanter, roams mid, but it's actually pretty effective. Hui just walks mid, bounces the heal off Darkwings onto APA, gives him a little bit of an HP lead there. So that was pretty nicely done. And it looks like we are potentially going to have a
No, we're
scrap
not.
for the scuttle, but
We're not having a
Sentinels
scrap for
decides,
this.
you know what, we're just going to back
Big
off.
C9.
Blabber just early smites onto the Dragon.
I
getting
just
that
want
second
them to
smite
be
charge
first
ready.
place so that
He
we
does
can,
not think
whoever
that they are
goes
gonna
into finals
contest,
can
so he
beat
had
their
two
ass
smite charges
once,
ready.
and
That
that's
one's
it.
cooling down, and he's just going to start that Dragon, leash it at the same time.
Yeah, and especially on mounted dragons, they take so long to kill. Second charge is back up, ready to finish it off. So he's always efficient. Gets the scuttle, corrals it next to the dragon, get your Q onto both of them, and kind of business.
Man, the combination of first boss side scuttle into dragon play over the last two.
Despite the early first blood.
Vulcan just keeps hitting death sentence after death sentence, constantly keeping the pressure on Hui and Rahel down here. And it's already, more than a wave of CS advantage for Sven on the Aphelios up against what's supposed to be the suppressive lane in the Lucian Nami.
And honestly, I'm in love with Zeke's convergence for these tank junglers. Inspired did on Malphite yesterday, and it is just so efficient. It got
We're bringing
added
back the
extra
Blabber
ultimate
Maokai
ability
record
haste.
thing.
Here is the
I remember that being,
Maokai
I think, in
record I was talking about
2023.
for Blabber.
Whenever the only one that
Very
he finally
impressive,
lost, I think, was in
77% for
finals.
him,
Or no, I think he still
96.
won that series.
Still
if
away
I'm
from
not.
Hambach, quite nice right
It was
there.
the NRG
even it
series.
up a little bit, grab some back
He was
for
like
himself,
undefeated
but
on Maokai all
Blabber
summer up until that
clearing
one.
his regular camps down towards the bottom side of the map, and APA
Even though I
knows
still think he won it.
Jarvan just spotted previously
Uh-oh.
top side. The Ghost, though, to get in range.
Yeah, Dark Wings, but he
the
locks
red
a red
wing.
card instead of the
Or red-
gold, so
red wing,
APA
red card.
still walking away for now. Blabber has shown up in case Hambach wants to try to dive after the Ziggs, and Sentinels
Who's getting
are
player
going
of the
to
week?
call that
Saint.
one off.
As of right now, Saint.
Okay, now they're going to call it back on. Hambach re-engages, wants to look for APA, finds a little bit of burst onto him, but honestly not a ton. They're going to fight over the large chicken, and it's Blabber. Like you were talking about, Kobe, the Bramble Smash damage is so strong now, so he secures that big chicken for himself as APA goes back to mid lane. Mega Inferno Bomb going to be used to clear the wave.
Darkwing's doing pretty well though in this matchup. You know, they got the early kill onto APA.
It's either got to be inspired or saying Lion beat the ass of FlyQuest.
You know, I
so
was
bad.
worried that he would just kind of get locked under his own tower, that he would just be struggling to wave clear against this Ziggs.
What's more likely, a TL 3-0 or a Lion 3-0 next week? I think a TL 3-0 is more likely. I just feel like if Lion's gonna win, especially when it's a close matchup, it'll be a little bit sloppier.
When you roam, do you not just lose a ton of plates to the Ziggs? You know,
so I say like 3-1 Lion.
They are all going to be really high risk.
Both junglers down around the bottom lane now as Sentinels back up very far from their tier 1 turret. They do not want to get caught out here by Blabber on the Maokai with that fully completed Zeeks like you're talking about, Kobe. It's such a strong item because it's also so cheap. It's
Next week's
store
gonna be
prices
fun.
as a jungle item. You feel so good when you buy this thing this early. C9 is up to not quite a 1,000 gold lead, but a small lead for themselves. The largest individual one of those, of course, is Sven down here on the Aphelios. And the Aphelios Thresh lane just seems like it's going great.
3 out of 3 games, Sven has had the biggest lead for Cloud9 early, and they've had leads every single game.
So, the rules.
Nice
That's
job
also
by
a fun
them
callback.
pushing in with the Aphelios Thresh. Gun usage already on display quite nicely, and they actually keep him around here.
Almost
here
a
comes
20
Blabber.
CS lead in
Sven
bot
used the
lane.
ult to stop the recall because they want to set up for a dive.
Okay, Blabber already going to fire off the Nature's Grasp. Rahel blocks it for Huhi, or tries to, then immediately pops his Cleanse. Huhi still gets tagged with it anyway, but honestly, Sentinels are totally safe here. Meanwhile, Thanatos just trying to be annoying.
Bro, this bot lane is not going in their favor. Dear
I think
God.
what he's doing here is he's actually just pulling the wave. Notice how he didn't touch the minions? He just drives through, stacks up the wave, so now this wave will push out towards him.
Word.
And he knows, hey, I'm going to be on weak side. My jungler showed bot, so we just want to kind of stack that wave, make it come towards him.
Like, there's
and
no
Impact just
lane
shoves it
that
out. Thanatos TPs
Sentinels
back,
has
and
an
we'll be able to
advantage
collect
right
that.
now.
Yeah, go and find some extra jungler information always helps, especially when the jungler's on
You're
close
down.
up on top side, 'cause it's a long
I mean, you have
time,
Darkwings with a small
to get
CS
there and
lead,
affect the
but
rest
like
of the
it's
map,
not
too.
actually.
I mean, the grubs, I guess,
Or not a
everyone
CS,
feels the
slight
same now,
gold
and they're
lead,
just
but you
gonna
don't
kinda
even
sit
have
there
the
and rock.
CS lead there.
Hambach is looking for another.
Like, what are you going to be able to do against the Ziggs? You're just going to be able to clear
I think
wave
that
with
they're
these.
default rotting as soon as they spawn. That's what they look like to me.
This absolute grub disrespect. Well, Blabber, hey, that one's not going to rot. At least one of them, maybe. Blabber's going to go.
Does
and
Blabber have a
start
word
trying
for
to farm
APA to
these
get
up.
there in time?
Hambach, however,
I don't think he
shows
does.
his face. Blabber does step back in to get the smite onto grub number 1. Meanwhile, Thanatos and Impact both thinking about getting involved, but Impact does have the significant health advantage here, as Huhi has also roamed over, so Sentinels can get
Matrix
both
said
of
in
the
Twitch chat,
remaining
that's what I
bronze
thought.
for
Blabber was
themselves.
14-1 on
to rot
Maokai in
or be
2023. It was disgusting.
Be smoke, because the rotting takes a long time, and you're just kind of lying there.
You don't think it would hurt to get smoked?
At least it's a quick end.
You
Honestly,
wouldn't even feel it. It's a big lightning bolt from the sky. You're donezo.
It's like, do you want to get tortured in a slow, painful death, or would you like a quick one there, Azale?
Okay, all right, fair.
Blabber didn't lose crap.
All right,
He
back
lost a
to-
grub. There's a difference.
Back to the bottom
Would
lane.
you like to decay over time?
It's too real.
All right, let's check back in on our bottom lane action, as Sven does have his Stormrazor fully completed. Rahel has answered with the fully completed Essence Reaver.
Yeah,
Thank you very
Stormrazor
much,
on
MasterCard.
Aphelios is going to
Vulcan's
be...
still looking to see if anybody's going to step a little bit too far forward. He can land a death sentence.
You know what,
but
honestly,
Hambach
Sven
does
might be
show
player
down
of the
here in
week.
the river. Blabber is also ready and waiting nearby. Keep your eyes on the Jarvan Dragon Strike.
The more
Remember
I
that
think
the
about
last
it,
time they got that kill
Sven
onto
might be
Hambach,
player
it
of
was
the week.
because he used that too aggressively. He didn't have it available as an escape mechanism. And
Like,
now
he's
Blabber is
single-handedly in
confident to
lane
start up
with
the Drake.
Vulcan, getting,
Here's the cost
as
of that
Knock
APA
said,
wave clear that we're
1,000 gold
talking
lead
about, 'cause he
every
just
game
shoves
in
the
the series.
mid lane in so
Oh,
fast.
Vulcan,
can be
that
the
was a
target here
play.
from Sentinels.
I
They
don't
want
know if it
to
was
commit
worth,
onto the
but-
enemy support, but the Cloud9 counterattack is there. The calling can't kill Vulcan. Sven's got the crescendum. He's trying to find the kill into
Right
Huhi,
as I
but
say
he's
that, he kind of
overextended. Rahel
chucks
gets
it
the
a
kill
little
back
bit.
onto the Aphelios. Meanwhile, APA picks one up on Hambach. C9 coming out 2 for 1 so far, as Impact is trying to stick around, but he may regret it. Wants to flash away. A little bit more damage from bouncing bomb
Okay.
is not enough to secure it. And C9 will take the
Not
fight.
great.
They'll have the one extra kill, and they'll
Not
get
great.
Drake
Even
number
though
2.
Sven
Just
died,
like that,
not
up
great.
2,000 gold, up 2
And Sven
dragons
lost
to
that
none,
purely because
and
of,
it is a Hex Tech Dragon that is
Purely
gonna be
because he
available
decided to
here
step
for
up.
the
Right as
soul
I
in this
said that,
one.
I
Cloud9
cursed him
again,
pretty
just
bad,
winning
didn't I?
out at these dragon fights every single time, and To make matters even worse, that was the first time we've seen an ult from Darkwings this whole game.
He's a
He has been
2,000
kind of
gold
lane
lead
locked,
already.
But
Oh,
it's
God.
Cloud9 that end up pulling the trigger faster here. They're the ones that decide, you know what, we're going to just go immediately for this. Vulcan flashes in with that
That
flank,
was a
lanterns it back over.
wild lantern
Darkwings
take
ulted
from
in, but he
Sven.
ulted in to the middle of all of this damage and wasn't really able to contribute anything.
Yeah, I do like the snap
Wild
decision
choice.
from Vulcan too. As soon as he sees Lucian dash in on him, he says, "This is illegal. You're not allowed to do that." And
Yeah,
then they
with that
lantern
play, I
Sven
think,
in. Sven had to
Saint just
immediately,
got himself player of the
flash
week.
out of the Cataclysm too, and then they chased two different sides. So Sven did end up going down. That is like the small one little kernel for Sentinels, but it sets you up for a mid game where you're facing Dragon stacking and another gold lead from Cloud9, and it looks pretty painful again. And we'll see, maybe the next ult from Darkwings, they can make a pick on a side lane in like a safer scenario.
It's looking like it might be Thanatos' last chance to win player of the game in this series. So
Oh,
how's he
God.
doing, Kobe?
Not
I mean,
good.
it's still pretty early.
No,
I think it's
no,
even.
I'm sorry.
It's even?
I think it's pretty close. Maybe.
Not
What do we
yet,
have
no.
here? Vulcan might be pretty
Yeah,
hard.
Vulcan's
got
gotta be up there,
like,
and
oh,
Blabber.
one lane. I'm pretty hard up here too. Thanatos did his job, so I'll go. It's pretty close.
Okay, pretty close.
Honestly, maybe
doing all right.
First real challenge and fly doesn't matter.
Blabber might be ahead actually. With the Maokai. Maokai value is crazy.
I mean, I kept trying to warn people. People were
Also,
giving me
Rek'Sai,
shit on
not the
TikTok
flashiest
yesterday when I
champ.
said like,
So,
oh,
no, not really.
what's it gonna
With
take you to like
Titanic, you
actually
can
give
have
Sentinels a
pressure on
chance? It's like
carries. So
I'm not.
you
I'm
can
sorry.
actually
Like
kill carries
I don't
in
think
the back line, and
nothing about their run so far
he
gave me
definitely-
faith that the series was going to be close.
I'm a Rek'Sai enjoyer for sure.
Yeah.
Titanic is goated.
It's nothing
and we'll
against
see.
them. It's
You know,
just
he's got-
the run
he's
that
got
they made so
teleport
far.
advantage.
He can do some stuff.
Got teleport advantage.
Locket's
They're
completely
heavily
for Blabber. I
overperforming
like it.
what
Just
where I thought they
when
would
you're
be
playing
at this
tank
point.
jungler, just
And that's
go
something to
support
be
it.
proud of.
Honestly, it just
I mean,
feels like it's way more
obviously,
impactful.
they
The
want
Zeke's
more,
is
but,
obviously
like,
really powerful and cheap.
you secured
And
your
then
boot
Locket
camp
as
in
well,
America's
when you're
Cup so
thinking
far.
about TF, you're thinking
For a
of
squad
Jarvan,
that
you're
most
thinking
people
of
did
calling
not
all
have
this
in the
upfront
top four.
damage that's coming through from the Sentinels.
That's a
Nah,
dub.
Locket's going to help shut that down.
Blabber's approaching this Rift Herald that's already been started up by Sentinels. They've got the combo with the Maokai ulti plus the Mega
here we go.
Inferno Bomb, and there's your Nature's Grasp already used by
Ooh,
Blabber.
that's a
Mega
big
Inferno Bomb
ult.
down onto
That's
three,
a
and
big
Vulcan's
ult.
ready to follow it up with a nice death sentence onto Hambach. Darkwings primes the gold card. They want to try to see if they can put the
Okay.
pressure onto Sven, but they don't have enough damage to kill him. Hambach's going to drop, and
Turns
Darkwings
out going
barely
onto
gets
Sven with
away.
just you and a
Sentinels
TF
trying
ain't
to make
gonna
these fights
get the
happen,
job
but it's
done.
so difficult. Impact now could be caught here as well. Blabber locks him up with a twisted advance, and with Thanatos there, maybe that's your Titanic Hydra, Kobe. Maybe.
Give it to Thanatos. Come on.
APA takes the next one. C9 will
Yeah,
not get the Herald.
I mean,
So
I
good
know
thing for
Hambach
Sentinels,
was
they at
dead
least
no
get
matter
the
what
objective
anyways,
they
but
came here
still.
for, but C9 take the fight.
This combo is just so nice. You stack to avoid the Maokai ult, and then in comes the Ziggs ult immediately as they're all trying to stand behind Rahel, who has cleanse.
watch.
They get AoE
Goes
down
immediately
so
on
heavily,
Sven.
and then Darkwings is going in with Hambach. Sven
And it
basically doesn't care if they do no damage at all.
It's even funnier because, you know, you're Jarvan like,
That's
oh,
tough.
you're stuck in my Cataclysm. And Twisted Fate teleports into your Cataclysm too. And you had Darkwings flash out of their own Cataclysm after ulting in point blank to this Aphelios. So you literally, like, Sven just like kicked them both out of their own
That's
Cataclysm and killed one of them too. If you come at
Oh.
the king, you best not miss.
That one wasn't missed.
That one was.
Well, now here in the mid lane, Rahel is in danger yet again. Thanatos trying to go for the execute here with the ulti, and there's your
Oh my
Titanic
God.
Hydra.
Okay.
C9 get their pick.
Okay.
Oh, we get MVP chance already here. Thanatos really, really wants a player of the game. So
Well,
But
I don't
we
think
are-
we're going to
we
break
are
the
fair
record.
voters here.
But
Yeah.
I'm not going to be swayed by that.
He has the biggest
it is a
individual gold lead
5,000
in the
gold
game,
lead
man.
at 17
He's
minutes.
smurfing. Look at that,
So-
1.5 thousand gold, 2-0-2.
honestly, it's looking pretty good.
I feel like APA's doing a lot, and Blabber's doing a lot. I'm just going to say, I
We're
feel
down
like he's
to the
just-
last
Thanatos
minute,
has been
folks.
the beneficiary of some plays that are
The
happening
last
around
minute
him,
of
you
being
know?
able to
I'm
beat
not
the
saying he's doing
record.
bad, he's doing fine. But the problem has been this damn mid jungle. They're too good. They've been
Unfortunately,
stealing away so
I
many of these
don't
player of the
think
weeks and
it's
player of the
gonna happen.
games.
Yeah.
The Blappa combo is looking strong this year for C9.
The Blappa combo, I know you've been waiting to drop that one.
Blappa.
Good.
It's a
Blappa.
good one. To me, my first reaction when you said Blappa, it sounds like some sort of like whoopee cushion noise or something. Like, wow, Azael, that was a really loud Blappa right there.
Okay.
I don't. How do you win this
Or-
fight? Where does your damage come from to win this fight?
C9 take the tower. The Dragon is started up by Sentinels, but C9 have a 5,500 gold lead if they just want to try to fight. There goes the Blabber. Ulti
Oh my
immediately followed
God.
up with a Mega Inferno Bomb.
Oh my God. Oh, Vulcan. That's disgusting.
The Dragon goes over to C9 here too as Darkwings is already down. Hombok flashes
Oh,
up the wall, trying
Vulcan.
to get to safety. Blabber just going to solo down Rahel with the tank Maokai.
Oh, he
As
finally
Vulcan
missed one.
looks for another. He's going to bring Blabber closer. They're chasing after Huhi, but the Flay doesn't quite have the range.
Oh,
It's 3 kills
dude.
plus a Drake for C9, who are 7,500 gold ahead.
I like Vulcan's moves,
Vulcan
man. He's flashing
just
over
clean
abilities.
with
He's hitting
it.
multiple death sentences. You know, Mikhailsing himself to try and keep up the chase. But
he might be my player.
Yeah, as Jason
man,
said,
Cloud,
at the beginning of the split,
all
I
these
said Vulcan was
players
the best
on
support. And I think
Cloud9
I
are
deserve some
players
respect
of
on that
this game
prediction.
for sure.
Sucks having a good team. It's tough out there.
It's too rough, man.
People made fun of me.
Yeah.
And your team's up
I think I
10,000
deserve some
gold.
respect for
I'm
that.
starting my ult, okay? Yeah. I'm gonna keep eye you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm ulting now, ulting now. Look here. No, ask cleanse, cleanse. Yeah. No cleanse now. I can block side on ult, whatever.
Big man, are you near her?
Yeah. I got TF. Yeah. I'm on Lucian.
No gold card.
I'm on Lucian slowly.
Hey, driving, Blabber.
Yeah, Zion cannot go there.
Oh my god. Mad life.
Mad life.
I mean, he was smurfing that fight.
Oh, yeah,
Good comms again. C9 is just seeming like they are
Jesus.
on point. They're going to look for Sven, though.
Yeah, flash gold card, but the immediate flash from Sven. He pops the barrier and tries to survive, but Sentinels has enough damage. Now they gotta be
Okay,
careful with the
Sven's
counterattack
dead.
'cause Vader
Oh, this
doesn't make
APA
his way
bomb's
for the
gonna
Blabber
hurt.
ulti right on top of him, goes for the kill on Rahel,
Oh
and Huhi
my
dies too.
God.
That's 2 for 1 already here for C9 as Impact has to try to
No,
flash
that went
away.
wide.
The Scion is not looking particularly tanky as they juggle him around back and forth between Bramble Smashes and Flays and Zig Satchels. There's just nowhere for Impact to go. He'll go down farming because it's the only thing the Scion's going to get. 10,000 gold lead for C9 20 minutes in.
It's actually player of the game material to give the Scion kill to your Ziggs and not take it. I would have saved my E. I would have saved my E to bite and steal that last kill. But he gave it to the carry.
-1. There you go. Man, and look at this. Your TF, you're way behind. You're like, don't worry, guys. I'll gold card someone. 1 Mikhails, 2 Mikhails. That is tough. So
Okay.
they even have the double Mikhails now. So good luck finding a pick. You know what? I got to say, with the advantage of hindsight, maybe Vayne wouldn't have been
Maybe we
so
should've
bad.
ran Vayne.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should have gone Vayne this game.
What would Vayne have accomplished here? That's the real question. But that's not an answer we're going to be able to find today. Yeah, that's an alternate timeline now. As we have 2 minutes until what'll be the Hex Soul for C9 spawns. Sentinels is just at a point where they need C9 to make a mistake. If C9 doesn't misclick,
Oh
man,
my
sure enough,
God.
Vulcan just goes in for the hook onto Hombok, who tries to get away through the wall.
Oh
Enough
my
damage is there from
God.
Sven from
Well, sorry,
all the way
Thanos, you're not
back
getting
on the
your player of the
riverside.
game. That's
And
going
with
to
the enemy
Vulcan.
jungler dead for the next 30 seconds,
It's gotta
why
go to
not add
Vulcan.
a 21-minute Baron onto this already stomp of a game.
I mean, Vulcan is just smurfing now. He is just finding hook after hook. C9 obviously in an
This
incredible
is
spot,
just
controlling the vision.
gross.
And that allows you to
Take it.
really
Do it.
take over as a hook champ. And Darkwing's just going to have to ult down to bot. They're going to try to tear in playoffs. They've looked like by far the best team.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know, only if they win.
Little question mark there. It's a mystery.
Hey, yo, don't.
But,
whoa.
you know, for Sentinels,
Don't be
obviously,
buffering.
they are still locked at least top 3. Assuming they do lose here, they would fall down and play the winner of TL versus Lion, who both look a lot better in their lower bracket debuts. So the Sentinels will have a tough challenge, I think, regardless of who comes through there.
Yeah.
They're trying to get an objective bounty right now with the
All right.
Twisted Fate split push here.
Come on,
so-
Vulcan.
Yep, that's the
Hit
whole
one
for
more
audio, wait for
crazy
audio.
hook to end
I
it.
love this part.
Why not?
I wanna turn
I
it
have
back.
seen
Actually,
this
I
strategy
don't know.
against
I thought
C9
it was gonna be
before
louder.
of pushing a lane when
I
they
know
just go and
Grasp-
end the game.
Grasp has a great sound.
Maybe it's because when I hear that noise, I really need it usually. So it seems louder.
Sentinels going
Blabber
in, trying
might
to
die here.
find the move onto Blabber, who just immediately counterattacks with the Nature's Grasp
good
in the
hook.
twisted advance. They lock up Impact, and they'll kill the Scion first.
Oh, another
Blabber still
hook.
might have to be a little bit careful with the dead body as Hambach already drops, and we've got ourselves a 5 versus 3 as Cloud9
Dude, he hits,
are looking
like,
to put
2
the
in
finishing
every
touches
fight.
on this game. 23 minutes in, the Baron's still got a minute and a half left on it, and C9 have made their way onto the Nexus turret.
Oh, he whiffed that
Dark
one,
Wings is just
but
gonna
it's
die
fine.
again. The Twisted Fate was not the answer to their problems, and C9 are
Yeah,
going
maybe
to
you should have
continue
played Vayne.
rampaging through the LCS.
Maybe you
They will
should have done
complete a
that.
weekend of clean sweeps. They will 3-0 Sentinels.
This
they will
was
earn themselves
brutal.
a spot in the finals, and they'll do all of it after they get done padding their stats just a little bit more, trying to get every last kill possible.
I mean-
Sentinels can't do anything about it, and C9 stop the series.
Well, Golden Glue in the interview was asking, can he just first pick Ziggs like that? Yeah, he can. Turns out it's got to stay on the ban list. The Ziggs is looking good as ever. Cloud9 are looking better than ever. Spam chat now with your play of the game. Mine, I think, has got to be Vulcan. I feel like he was just on point, setting up so many plays on the Thresh.
He does
I
not
mean,
miss on that chance.
Vulcan's player of the game there. I don't know. I don't know what you say. That was brutal. C9 are clearly the best team in the league right now. It's a given. But, dude, you need somebody. You need somebody to come from that losers bracket and ramp up into that C9 series. Because they are just better.
But even if
Thanatos loses shoe.
the game, he'll be able to settle for a finals appearance here. He'll settle for trying to go to first stand, and we can see them getting ready on stage.
All right, let's see what they got to say.
He's going to be there with Thanatos and APA. They're ready.
Who does
for the
APA
game.
wanna
Take it away,
play?
Raz.
There we go. Congratulations to both of you guys for Cloud9 and being able to qualify for the finals. First question is going to go straight to Thanatos, actually, because the whole story was you being able to get player of the game and player of the series. Do you feel like you were able to do that today?
No, I think top is useless.
Top's too big of an island, no matter how big he plays.
I mean, the fan votes have been coming in, and a lot of fans have been supporting you. Do you guys think he gets player of the game or the series? Do you think he deserves it?
Pity
you.
vote.
If this is a democracy, it feels like you should get it. What's your thoughts?
Yeah.
I think I took a bus. My team was driver instead of except me. But I think I play pretty chill, but not that
you
crazy.
did. Look, you played well, but
Okay,
like
and
not
for
your
APA,
fault.
you finally get the Ziggs. It actually happens. They let you have it.
Yeah, I mean, I think their draft was just pinched. They had like so many things to ban, so many things to like care for, and they needed to give something up.
Yep.
And I mean, there's a reason why it's banned. I think I played pretty well that game, and I think the game was like nearly always a free win, even though I died like level 4, whatever it was.
You said there was a reason why it's pinched. I feel like the reason is you guys have been 12-1, including this game score, the entire split. You guys have been very dominant. And where do you think, AP, I'll ask you first, where do you think that is coming from?
Well, I think last year, C9 was still a really good team. They just kind of choked in playoffs. So what the hope is, I don't choke in playoffs, and I don't let this guy choke in playoffs, and then we're going to win finals and go to first 10.
Hey, do you align with that one, Thanatos? Because you've been the consistent player. What is the difference that you've seen on this team this time around that means you guys are performing as well as you are in playoffs?
I feel like compared to last year, we are really lucky to win the game. And especially on stage, we don't make mistake, like except me. Like,
Well, in scrims, we were not locked in, though.
What's happening in scrims?
I don't know, but we win every single stage game, so chill, yeah.
Exactly. Guess it doesn't matter. And now what matters is, I guess, your next opponent. There's 3 possible opponents of Team Liquid, of Sentinels, of course, and of Lion. Who do you guys expect or want to face in the finals?
Oh, here we go.
Well, for me, I think it's like I want a finals rematch versus Inspired, if possible.
Oh.
Or I also just want to beat Team Liquid in finals and show that they were wrong.
No.
What about you, Thanatos?
I want to meet Team Liquid because I think Morgan is really strong top laner, and I want to prove myself. Like, I want to prove I'm the best top laner, the LCS.
I feel like the narrative matchup is better with Team Liquid, but I could understand the Inspired angle.
Any final words you guys have there for the fans who've been with you guys for a while now? Thanatos, you first.
Sorry, what was the question?
Any final words for the fans?
What did you say?
Any final words for the fans, like a word for the fans? Anything you want to say to them?
Obviously, we are going to final and we are going to win. So thank you for the cheering, and it's our season.
There we go. I respect the confidence.
It's a very famous quote, but the job's not done. Even though we've done incredible so far this split, we've yet to win the trophy. So I think we just need to keep locked in for next Sunday, and we'll do well.
All right, congratulations again for both of you guys. Thank you all for being here. Gonna send this one straight back to the lounge.
Well, folks,
Thank you, Raz. Job's not done.
I mean, I think it's safe to say that it's pretty clear that C9 are by far and away the favorites. The question is whether anybody can level up to get on their level in a week. Will that happen? I don't know. It feels like this is C9's to lose. This feels as almost as lopsided as 2023 summer finals in terms of expectations. I just find it hard to believe that anybody's going to be able to get to that point, but I'm hoping that TL or Lion can. They got a week. I don't know what scrims are going to look like. I mean, obviously some people will be player of the series. Ven, yeah, that entirely makes sense. Player of the game, I think, was Vulcan in that game 3. But what else do you say? What else do you say? Okay, plan for this upcoming week. While I let this wrap up here. Tomorrow, I'll have a video out talking about the headlines from the week from both the LCS and the LEC, as well as the LCK. Like, kind of like giving a final kind of like look in of like what to expect, or like the teams that are going to be going to the finals weekends and the road trips that will be. I'm going to save the pit on Thursday as like a specific LCS preview. And then Wednesday, we're going to be talking about franchising. Got a full 14-minute video that goes over all the stuff that's been in the recent headlines, the news, and beyond about the financial problems that come with trying to get rid of franchising that I think you might enjoy. But beyond that, that's pretty much going to be it. Tonight, I'm just going to enjoy Clash with the boys off stream after I get the highlights edited for this. And that's pretty much it. So stream-wise, I don't know when I'll be live next, because I'll obviously be live Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. I might not stream Monday or Tuesday, just Wednesday, and then going into Friday. We'll see if we have like a flex queue night for the team besides that, but not 100% certain. Let me see on the raid side who we can raid over on Twitch. Let's go. Because I am obligated, by the way, to raid a co-streamer anytime that I am live and streaming League of Legends.
For me personally, I'm just thinking about like individual matchups.
Yeah, we're gonna raid Brikachu. Brikachu apparently just got pied in the face. Everybody is going to go over and support that. Player of the week inspired. I think Saint probably could have got it, but I inspired fine. I think inspired or Saint was like the fine option. But I'm going to send everybody over on Twitch over Brikachu's way. TikTok. I'm going to end the live stream here. Thank you to everybody who came out this weekend, who supported. It was a blast. We had a record high viewership yesterday, which was a lot of fun. And thank God for the rest of the week, I don't have to wear this goddamn jersey, because C9 apparently is clipping me and putting me out on Twitter. So this will be the last time I wear this unless they make it to first stand. Otherwise, that's going to be it. I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.
So get off of me, you know, just a little bit. Okay, let's look at the bracket to see exactly what